Welcome back to the Lifespring Age, episode 11, Wolf Blood on the Corn. Heading to perfection, our adventurers come across more pylons to connect the towns, and up one of them is a lone tabaxi. So we're going to pick up last time. What happened last time? Let's refresh our memories. Oh yes, we had a very unusual session last. It was pretty weird. I will admit it was quite a weird session. We had the double dogs. We had the two dogs that turned out to be these weird shape-shifting creatures, and then you had a shopping trip that. I was listening to the audio and I just cut like 45 minutes of it off. I was like, yeah, no one wants to listen to this. I don't even want to listen to this again. It just went nowhere. So, yeah, you did some shopping. One of you bought possibly the worst magical item I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Willingly.
Pardon?
Willingly bought it.
Willingly bought it under no illusions of what it was.
Can't even use it.
Can't even use it. Just genuinely one of the worst magical items.
Can you guess who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Which one?
It
What?
was the.
Don't worry, it's not you.
Not you. It was Scimitar of Speed, which I might have to revise because it's so terrible.
And can't even use it.
Fuck.
Well, I mean,
it's
you know how
it's
bad it is.
only a +2 to initiative, and you can't
Yeah.
even use the weapon.
So you're attuned to it, and it will give you a +2 to your initiative, which is
Which
great.
is like nothing.
It's barely anything.
Like the minimum one for a plus initiative is like +4. Like, and even still, it doesn't matter that much.
I might have to change it so it goes up with your proficiency because it's such a bad item. And even going up with your proficiency is not great.
It's gonna be okay at 20th level.
Yeah, it staggers me how bad
I wish you could have seen my face when you said, yes, I will buy that.
Yeah, me too. Because all I did was generate. I just rolled some dice and I thought, right, I can't be arsed stocking the shop specifically for you guys. I just put some stuff in there, and if you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. I rolled the dice. I added the items in, and you bought anyway. So all sales are final, no refunds, no returns, no shirt, no shoes, no service. But
I am happy with my.
Walk faster.
You can't walk fast. It's initiative.
You can't walk faster. It's just initiative. I mean, I don't actually mind that actually. If it adds 5 feet to your movement.
There is literally.
Yeah, because I don't have to have it in my hand to get the bonus, right?
True. No, you don't have to be using it, but it does sit there and eat an achievement slot.
Which right now isn't a big deal.
I think attuned with right now, so I don't really mind.
So you're attuned to 2 items. One of them, which is a cursed item, which you can't unattune from.
Oh yeah.
And one of them might as well be a cursed.
Maybe we give you the longsword and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, at least the cursed stone does something useful. Like it gives you a +1 on all your saves, which is inarguably okay.
It's just
and
good. It's just
even
decent.
the downside of it isn't truly that bad, but I mean it might.
Disadvantage on the 2 following rolls is not that bad.
Well, I mean, it depends what those 2 following, and it's not all rolls; it's checks. It's 2 following checks.
And if you're in a fight,
would a death roll count?
No, that's not a check. That's a save. But guess what is a check? Initiative is a check.
Oh! I hate this.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the leaf, which you had no clue what was going to happen if you pricked your finger with it. You can be excused for that. Well, no, that's something there was no warning for.
Yes, I know. I'm happy with what I did. I'm not happy with you.
With the result. Yeah, no, don't worry. It's not going to be forever. I mean, at some point, presumably your character's going to die. So, anyway, max HP. Max HP doesn't matter with power word kill. It's fine.
I mean, unless you have 101 health.
Unless you have 101, yeah. But you won't, because it'll just be 100. But let's pick up. So you've done some shopping. Last Sunday, when I was editing the audio, my vocal cords were absolutely fried with all the dog voices. So unless anyone has anything specific they want to do, can we assume you've left the dog village so I don't have to do any more of the voices?
I actually wanted to go around and meet every single dog that lives in the village,
Yeah, we have to ask their names, their social security number, and the paw.
Also, I thought about going to karaoke with some of the dogs?
The dogs, unfortunately, they don't have karaoke.
What?
Karaoke.
They don't have a karaoke machine? What kind of
Yeah, there's no Spanish.
What is that?
Let's leave.
That's in the next village.
Okay, we need to leave right
well,
now.
it depends on the time and how long it would take to get to the next place. Because
So
if it's like we can move, we can move. But
So it's, I think when we kind of left it, you'd arrived there mid-afternoon. You'd done a few different things. You'd uncovered the duplicates. I'm not going to say the other word anymore because I explained it to a friend today, and she threw some bread at me, and she said I was the worst person she'd ever met.
I think she's right.
You said the thing, or
So she literally threw some bread at me across a table, and just told me I was.
I think that's an appropriate reaction. I don't know why you're so mad about it.
I wasn't mad. I'm just saying. That was you got there at lunchtime.
Just don't say you're surprised. You knew that was coming.
Yeah,
when you wrote that joke.
Yeah. Well, the reason I had to tell her was that I took the voice she uses when she's imitating her dog as a dog voice. So she says, "Oh man, I'm Mr. Dog," kind of thing, and Anyway, moving on. So you arrived around lunchtime. You did a few things. You went shopping. You solved the problem. You went diving for a pirate ship. I will say that if you want to, you can long rest in this village and set off again in the morning. You don't know for sure how long it's going to take you to get to the next village. It's quite a way away. This next gap is the longest gap between villages.
Do we have like an estimate of like 1 week, 2 weeks?
I feel like you said like a day.
Yeah, it'll take you the best part of a day to get into the next village. Basically, what's happening is the next village you're in is the town of Perfection, and it's like in the back half of the Vale. It's one of the first proper farming settlements, so it's quite an old village comparative to this one. All it does is farm, but that's all you know about it. But if you want to press
I
long
think
rest,
unless we're all fine, but I know Laffy got bullied by a thing.
Fishman,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can long rest if you want.
I didn't see why not.
It would be recommended, otherwise you'd be travelling and you would be like...
That's true, actually, yeah.
You'd have to travel at night otherwise.
Yes, we will rest early and take an early start.
Mm-hmm. So let's say then you are given one of the old homes to sleep in. You don't have to make any checks or put up a watch. You feel relatively safe in this village. The next morning the sun rises and with the crack of dawn finds the lot of you presumably ready and raring to go.
Very.
Yes.
Okay.
Doing yoga in preparation.
Excellent. So you're stretching out. Can you make an athletics check?
For doing yoga?
No. Yeah, well, not to do yoga, to see how, let's see how. Well, I mean, you can choose.
You pull a muscle in your spine,
and
then you can't move for the rest of it.
If you roll high, maybe it's something that all this yoga starts paying off, and maybe that's like a proficiency you can pick up.
Guys, I'm going to be a yoga instructor. Just you wait.
Are you going to be a hot yoga instructor or just a normal one?
I don't think yoga pants exist in this world, so...
Yeah.
Listen, we haven't met well-built skill yet. We don't know.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to go with... Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with acrobatics.
Okay. That one. Oh, do you have advantage from something, or...?
I don't... I have advantage from the things we get, don't I? Every day?
Oh, if you want to,
use it,
if you want to use it, yeah,
to not break your back.
Wait, when did I get an at one?
Oh no, isn't it that one? Sorry, it's just I thought it wasn't that one. It's the 8 for some reason.
Yeah,
it shaded out.
Yeah.
Well, 2's not much better.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use my fresh advantage. What else am I going to use it for?
Yeah. If you want to roll again, then.
Sure.
And I mean,
cool.
You don't hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like a painful thing. You're doing these stretches. There's all these cracks and stuff, and you're not quite. It sets you up for the day, but there's this when you kind of hit a plateau in something, and you don't. feel you're getting any better at it. I mean, I use guitar playing as an example. Like, you play guitar for ages, and then all of a sudden one day you pick it up, and suddenly you feel like you're the best guitar player you've ever been, and that you've kind of like leveled up in that kind of respect. You've kind of hit a new skill level. You don't feel you're quite there yet with the yoga, so but yeah, it's not a bad thing. You stretch it out, you're ready and limber for the day. The dogs all wag their tails and wave.
You do
with
dog
their paws.
yoga, like puppy
Yeah, they
yoga.
do dog yoga, but they all wave their paws. They all sit there and raise one of their paws and flap it as you leave the town, as you head on onwards to the town of Perfection. I say it's going to take a little while to get there. It's the furthest distance between any of the villages, and as you are winding through the roads, the environment and the kind of views around start to change a little bit. What it's been so far has been mainly cornfields and just cornfields. But as you start going, there's like a little bit of woodland that starts to appear, and as you rise up out and away from the river, the land seems to become a little bit more arid and dusty, and the cornfields and the trees start to thin out after a few hours. Can somebody roll me a d20, please?
Yes. Rolling. I said yes first.
I didn't
14.
say yes. I rolled instead. You buffoon.
That's okay, don't worry. It's both numbers are fine. But yeah, you don't really see anything happening. All I say, there's some trees that start popping up, and then almost immediately they don't die down, but they go back in towards the walls of the valley. The river is now far behind you. The woodland is away, and the cornfields start to get patchier and patchier as the ground becomes dustier and dustier until they are effectively stopped for a little while. For a few miles, you see nothing but this kind of arid, dusty land, and you plow onwards. Is anyone doing anything special as you walk?
Keeping a watch, but that's announced.
Anyone else?
Walking.
I might be looking out for, if there's any herbs and things along the way. But that's about it.
Okay, can you make a perception or investigation check then, please? And you too, Cerulean Wolf, depending on what it is you're looking for.
I'm just
Oh,
looking for
actually,
anything bad.
I would be looking specifically for weird plants that look like they can take off max HP.
Or give them back.
Yeah.
Or
Can I
those.
actually-
Those are also well appreciated.
You can make a investigation or perception check then.
Yes.
That's what you're asking, sorry?
Could I look out for like ingredients, things like herbs and
Yeah,
things like
sure.
that?
You can make
Ooh.
investigation or perception as well. That's 2 nat ones on
We're doing-
perception.
Well, let's get them out now before
Yeah,
anything
let's get them
bad
out now.
happens.
Yeah. So that's Cerulean Wolf sees
Hey!
fucking nothing.
Guys,
like-
I didn't sleep. I have to sleep in my eyes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you're looking out for danger, and you walk into a fence post
Oh,
kind of
fuck.
thing.
Apparently, I'm a morning person because I just got 21.
Azalea, you're looking out for herbs. So is Laffy. The pair of you, not loads about. You're out of the immediate like farming land. You're in like kind of the space between farming lands that maybe hasn't been claimed yet. But you do notice that the land has been tilled. In the distance, you can see that the I don't know what the word is, but like the rivulets, kind of the lines in which like plows are pulled, seem to get bigger and a little bit less organized, and the land is clearly very like traditional. What's the word I'm looking for? It's grown into it being farmland, whereas before it was very artificial and relatively new. The land here looks like it's been farmed for a couple more years, and everything's a little bit more established. That's the word I was looking for. The herbs and stuff you're looking for, is there anything specific? Because there's mosses on rocks. Everything's got this kind of like reddish tinge. There's a few plants that don't, but everything has got this kind of reddish tinge that now you've kind of associated with the Lupinevale. Like everything that's got all the plant life has got this like weird reddish hue, kind of given to it. Well, you don't know why, but what at first you recognise from the corn and those rainbow gem style looks of corn. or even like the normal plant life seems to have this reddish hue now. But there's mosses around. There's perhaps some wormwood. I don't know. Dandelions. I know that the dandelion roots are going to be good for
Oh,
you.
dandelions.
Desperately trying to think of some other plants here. Just a couple about. If you and you two with your high perception checks will be able to identify and see them. If you want to try and collect a couple of them, I'd say Azalea, you can have a D6 plus 1 like herbs that you find. Bun, you roll slightly less. So let's say a D4 plus 1.
These like blood plants.
Everything's got a weird reddish hue. Sure.
That's why I'm getting scared.
And you accidentally pick up like poison ivy.
Well, if I'm just not touching any plants.
Well, you rolled a nat 1, so you don't. You're looking at the sky and like, why can't I see any? No, you just don't. You can't. You don't see anything that looks quite like the plants you saw around the well, or like what what was in the bar. You can't see anything quite like that. So, Bun, you find 2 plants you think you could kind of maybe use as like a healing salve, as to help someone cure like an antidote or anti venom, something like that. Azalea, you find 4 different herbs that you think, oh, maybe if I can use these as one of my potions or lotions. You find you find some nice cool stuff as you walk along. Alongside the road as you've been walking, and it's kind of a familiar sight now, are these copper wires that were running in between villages. And what the dog said, or what they said in the last village, is this is used to send messages between the two, so they didn't have to send runners all the time. And in they get higher and higher because the land is more and more arid, and they want it over the corn and stuff. And you can see in the distance, like these stretch on until they're out of your eyesight. And as you're walking along and the ground is becoming more and more arid, you start seeing that the farming land is really, really established, and there's just like the entirety of the horizon as you crest over this one particular rise in the road is just blocks of this blood red color of the corn. Like the whole valley in front of you, where it isn't trees, it's just these massive blocks of corn, except on the road directly ahead of you, which is very well trodden, and alongside of it are these high towers. What's everyone's passive perception? 15?
11.
11.
14.
14. I will say
Mine
that
is the impressive number of exactly the same as the last one. 14.
okay. As you're walking along, Cerulean Wolf sees it first. Alongside one of these towers, about maybe a mile away, you can see there seems to be a break in the wiring immediately after this tower, about a mile away, and there's somebody up the tower.
Oh,
Like a figure.
Guys, there's somebody up there.
But it's quite a way away.
Yeah, how far is it?
About a mile.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, it's a long way.
Should we check it out?
It's just like it's on our path.
probably.
It's right. So it's you cannot miss this. It's like along the road you're walking.
Okay, I
Like,
don't like
you-
pick up
you're
the
right
pace. Just speed walking.
So about 20 minutes pass as you. Well, not how long does it take to walk a mile? 10 minutes. After a few minutes, you start to get a better. But you all see this figure kind of right at the top of this tower. I'm going to say about 40, maybe 50 feet in the air, the top of this tower, and he's like he's quite high up, and he's hanging on.
Is he hang? Is it like sitting
No,
or like standing, or is he like
sitting,
hanging?
like perch. Perch is the word I'm going to
Okay.
use.
Almost like a bird on a wire.
Excellent analogy. Yeah.
Guys, it's almost like a bird on a wire.
Could he hear us if we talk to him?
I'd say eventually, if you get close enough, you think they'd be able to hear you. Sure.
I'll just call out, "Are you good?"
Does he have any tools or something like
Yeah, he
equipment?
fixing the wire.
He's about 50 feet away. You can't make out. I mean, like you can see some detail. He appears to be in like normal adventuring gear. It's just a tabaxi. As you get closer, you realize it's just a tabaxi. Wearing normal adventuring gear and carrying what looks to be a heavy crossbow.
So if we're right under it, how far would it be?
50 feet.
So,
So, Wolf, the thing is, I'm worried about that he might be the one that cut the wire.
well, I don't know. They said it was cut a while ago, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
Apparently, they have issues with it all the time.
Like,
Like,
issues
you know.
with- He could be like a maintenance guy. Or she, I can't tell from this.
It.
They, I don't know. Can somebody shut up? They're too far away.
I did.
I will shout out.
Okay. I didn't know if that actually happened or not.
Hey fella, what you doing?
There's no response.
Well, if we get into a range of 30 feet, I will like poke him with the mage hand, like stub his shot. What do you
It's
call it?
50
Poke his
feet straight up.
Straight up. Is there
I mean-
any way
Oh.
we could climb?
Yeah,
Up
there's
a
like
little?
you could try and shimmy up. It would not. It's not like designed for being climbed. It's designed to hold
wait,
things up.
wait. How much space is there on the platform where he is?
So I'm going to give you the analogy of power lines. So,
So
I'm
really
gonna-
not much.
not a lot. I mean, it's designed for maybe 1 or 2 people to be up there to fix stuff, but they're not. It's not designed for them to be there very long or
Can I
have
just-
20.
Like climb 10 feet up.
No, wait, Wolf, wait.
Yeah.
I will use my echo to summon my echo 30 feet in the air and send it up another 20.
Well, I was
Okay.
just going to climb up so I could speak directly in the head.
Yeah, but with this, there is no risk of you falling down.
10 feet up's not.
But remember, though, you can't speak through your echo.
Yes.
Yes, I know, but I can get his attention.
Okay, it doesn't seem to react us at all.
I'm gonna
Ah,
climb 10 feet up.
yeah, I'll do that.
So I need to roll for anything? No,
Yeah,
I've
can you
done-
roll an athletics check with advantage because there are like the odd rung. It's
I'm
not
gonna need
brilliant.
advantage. Nope, that's not advantage. 6.
Yeah, you
I was
really
going to
struggle.
try and argue acrobatics, but I'm not.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft
Okay.
to make a really loud whistling sound that hopefully will get his attention.
It doesn't seem to react.
He might
Somebody
be
give
deaf.
me a boost quickly. Like,
None
all
of
I
us
need-
are strong enough for that.
Rusty,
I
can
might
you
try
give me a
climbing
boost
myself.
quickly?
Rusty
Can
is
you
happy to
just-
give you a boost. Yeah.
Listen,
We'll
I
give
literally,
anyone a boost.
I only need like another, like 4 foot of distance. I think that's enough. If I,
Okay. So Rusty is like, yes, boss. He puts his hands up and he's gonna. I'm just gonna open his character.
Since when is Wolf the boss?
He just calls everyone boss.
yeah,
Oh, well.
this is
We should look into that.
Except
Yeah, and
laughing.
I thought we confirmed Wolf to be like the party leader. Session.
I don't remember that
3?
being confirmed.
Neither do I.
Uh,
So he's going to make an
sure
athletics check
shit
to
isn't
throw
going to be
you
new.
straight in the air.
That's not going to be.
13. Yeah, he launches you
Ah,
kind of like 10 feet in the air, let's say. He just kind of throws you 10 feet in the air, and you could make a grab to check it and hold yourself there. Well, you don't even need to. You can just grab yourself there to hold.
okay, yeah.
If you want to climb any higher, you'll need
I
to roll.
literally, that's fine. And I just want to like look up at this person, I assume. And if they're not a person, then I won't get a.
It's a tabaxi. It's
Yeah,
a
I know,
tabaxi.
but it could be like a statue. I don't know at this point. I'm gonna say right in their
The
head.
tail's flapping in the wind. You definitely think this is
Could be
like
a
a real tabaxi
cloth
rather than like a
statue.
scarecrow.
It's a scarecrow.
Yeah, I want to just directly in their head, just say, excuse me,
Nothing.
nothing. I didn't get anything.
Should we just go on?
But now I'm.
Why would there be someone there who's not reacting to anything?
How
Just
difficult for
sitting
me to
there.
keep climbing? Because now I'm like 10 feet up, right?
Yeah, you can just roll another athletics check with advantage, or Rusty can try and get up there. 10. Jesus. So with a 10, you
I'm
make it
rolling
another,
terrible and have a -1. It's
Yeah.
not.
Wolf.
So you make it another 15 feet up. So you are, let's say, 25 feet up there.
Hello.
This
Could you give us a
person
sign? Can
is,
you?
it makes no response. With your passive perception of 15, though, you can see that this, not only is this person not moving, they're not doing anything. They look
Like
dead.
apart from so like apart from stuff that would be moving in the wind, they are not moving.
Yeah, like the
Can I,
tail's
like-
flapping in the wind, the ears are going, but
Can I look
They-
close to see if they're
yeah.
breathing?
well, you can make an investigation check or a medicine check.
Unless Faye Fiend's undead.
No.
Okay, medicine. 19.
19. Yeah, they're not only not breathing, have been dead a few days.
Guys,
Oh.
they are not breathing, and from my count, they've been dead for at least a few days.
You
See
know
the
how they
cause of
die?
death?
I will keep climbing. Just
With
get
your
ready to
medicine
catch
check
me
of
just in case.
19, I will say you can see by their, like, from where you are, you don't really need to get any closer. With the 19, you can see there are like cracks in the face, around the lips, around, and the eyes are really sunken. They look like they died of exposure.
Exposure to?
The
Just
elements.
the elements, like the world. They've died. They've died probably of thirst or starvation.
Okay, so my first thought is something scared that person hard enough
Yeah, the
that
cat
they.
climbed up the tree.
But yeah, it's a cat. It has. I think Tabaxi have
They
climbing
can
speed.
climb, yeah. I mean, anyone can climb. They try hard
No, I
enough.
mean, I think they actually have
No,
the
they
climbing
do. They
speed.
do, yeah.
But also that would mean that the thing that scared this person also lingered around. Because
Yeah, I
why
want to
else?
try and get up to the top.
Okay, can you make another athletics check, please? With
Do I have
advantage.
Okay.
15's
That's
undead.
15, that's
Yeah,
better.
15. You're able to pull yourself up as close as you can alongside this creature. This
Okay,
now
can I
dead
like just now a better look at stuff?
Yeah, so just imagine, I don't want to say generic adventuring Tabaxi 1, but
Guys, it looks like generic adventuring Tabaxi 1.
imagine what a 5th level rogue would look like as a Tabaxi with a heavy crossbow. And that's what you're seeing.
Can I...
Money?
I'm not going to check a dead person's pocket up here.
Hang on, I'm coming up there.
Just give me a moment, please.
But you can't talk because you're psychic.
Oh, that's
abilities
true.
are
I can't actually. That's true. Unless they're like, okay. What I want to do is, how difficult would it be to tie a rope around them?
Well, they're not going to fight you. Let
I-
me just tell you that. It won't be Well, it wouldn't be difficult in that respect, but you would need to.
I'd be using one hand.
You would be
like,
using
yeah.
one hand. I would need you to make some kind of check to do that, and it wouldn't be the easiest thing you've ever done.
Can I argue sleight of hand?
I would allow that. Yeah, that
okay.
makes sense.
22.
Okay, yeah, you're able to tie a rope. Yeah, describe how you successfully tie a rope around this dead body.
So
You grab a rope and tie it around it.
yes, I did that.
Oh, the flavour, beautiful.
And so what I do is
Delicious.
I sort of find a sort of like anything that's like sort of poking out the side of, I'm assuming this wooden thing. Is it wooden?
Yeah, wooden. Yeah.
And I just want to like wrap a bit of like my outfit or something around it just to give me another hold while I hold on with one hand and then use the other one, almost like, you know, in Star Wars when they fly around the thing, but just like wrap it around like with like a swift motion, and like tie it up.
Successful. They can't hear you, by the way.
Yeah, obviously, I know. Oh, they can't hear me. Fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna give like a very slight tug on the rope just to see if they move.
They are like their claws are like embedded into the wood, but since they are no longer actively holding on, it's just kind of they're just embedded there. You think if you wanted to, you could shunt them off with a little bit of effort.
Yeah, that's the plan. So my rope is 50 feet. Assuming that I've tied, you know, using like a foot or something, I'll just like wrap it around my hand a few times, and I'm just gonna tug because they shouldn't, unless the rope snaps, they shouldn't like hit the ground.
No, that's fine. So so I just want to make sure I understood this. You are loosening the body so it falls to the ground, and you're holding onto the rope.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
I'm gonna need you to make
yeah.
a strength check so you're not pulled down.
That's what I was scared. Check, save.
I'm gonna say save.
It's the same, actually. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
17.
You feel this jerk because that body is not hitting the floor.
Yeah.
And it's full
I'm taking
body.
the force.
Yeah. In fact, it really does hurt a little bit, and you're going to take a little bit of damage, not a huge amount. You're going to take. Oh Jesus, that was bad news. 8 points of like.
James, Jesus Christ! I saved.
Yeah, I know. So it would have been. Well, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Half that. So four, I don't know, bludgeoning damage, tear damage. I don't know.
Force.
Force. Yeah, it doesn't matter because it's not. It's not magical.
Gravity damage.
Gravity
Just
damage. Yeah, just damage. You take 4 points of fuck you
Ow.
damage, of falling body damage. But yeah, this body is now swinging. I'm gonna say.
It's probably not too
It's
far
like
from the
pendulum
ground.
5 feet off the ground. Rusty is looking at it. Oh, is this a pinata? Pulls out his sword, starts whacking it.
No.
For
Can I
candy.
pull him away?
No, I'm only joking. Of course, it doesn't do that.
Okay.
But yeah, this body's
No.
floating down. None of you can communicate with.
And
the
then
wolf,
I'm just like now. Once it's fine, I'm gonna carefully just climb back.
whilst holding onto the rope.
Well, I assumed they would take it.
Okay. I mean, has anyone taken the body?
I'll help pull it down to the ground.
Ah!
Just use my whip
Just
and
pull
like,
me down.
yank it down.
I mean,
Okay.
if you let go and it's
That's
not
true,
all the way at
actually.
the top,
Yeah,
it will just
that's
fall a
true.
little bit.
I will. Yeah, that's true. I will untie, just like unwrap the rope from my hand, and it will fall a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll climb down.
Yeah, you can climb down without an athletic check. It's a lot. Going down is a lot easier than coming up.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So, yeah, the body is now on the floor, and Cerulean Wolf is rapidly descending.
Rapidly.
Well,
I jump.
What?
controlled descent. Yeah.
Okay, would I be able to notice that Wolf hurt herself by dropping the body?
Fine.
I mean, it looked like it hurt.
Okay, I
I
will.
just want to climb down, and I'm just like, I'm fine. Don't worry. It was not that bad. Okay.
No, yeah, cure wounds. Yeah.
I-
GC.
So I did 4 damage, but it's fine. Thank you.
I mean, it's only as bad as what she does to activate.
Yeah,
her
I
weapons anyway.
always do max damage to myself, so I'm used to taking 4 points of damage.
Yeah, you are. She's now back at full, which is groovy.
It's like pop my shoulder a little bit back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. But you are all on the ground now with this dead body.
I immediately begin to check its pockets.
Lou, that is not the first thing you should do.
Can you make an investigation check, please?
Oh, yeah, was
Yes.
this person male or female? Was this?
Let's say it's a bloke.
Okay.
21.
21. Can you roll a 2d12s, please?
2
What does he
d12s?
look like?
So a tabaxi is a catman. He is wearing studded leather armor. Looks in reasonably good nick. He has a variety of. He's got a couple of crossbow bolts by his side. He had this crossbow, this heavy crossbow, which is much bigger than the one Cerulean Wolf carries. Looks like it packs much more of a wallop. And he has got these like flasks on him as well. That look like healing potions, just generic like potions, but like they would have been, but they're all drunk apart from 1 or 2 of them. He has some rations in his pocket, but no water skin or anything like that.
What about his physical appearance?
Looked to have been. Well, can you make a medicine check or something like that? I'm just going to try and find the table so. We can find out. Right. Let's have a look.
D20.
Oh wow.
That's funny. You regain 1 charge of your staff with that.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 8 and 11.
Cast all of ice again.
8 and 11. I'm just so in his pockets. You find you find a magnetic whetstone. So it's basically a piece of stone that you can use to sharpen your blade. But then when you finish sharpening it, you can then attach it to the blade or your armor. So you know it's just a really convenient thing to have if you want to like sharpen your weapon. And as you examine a little bit closer, as you pull back the pockets, you realize this isn't actually studded leather armor. This is splint armor.
Oh, so that is quite useful. Can be quite useful. It's splinters. It's heavy. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
But with your 20 in that 20 medicine check done, you see that this guy, had he not been dead and died of thirst, he would have been in pretty good physical condition. There's no physical damage to him other than the fact he's died of thirst.
Okay, the only reason I'm asking his physical appearance is because I'm concerned because of somebody
Oh,
else.
there's no. Yeah, you don't see any. You don't see any bite marks or claw marks, anything like that. All you know is, you don't see any lacerations. You kind of look at his eyes, and whilst the eyes are like sunken in, there's no discoloration. It looks like this guy was in good physical condition and then died of thirst up a,
That's very strange.
Within a day's walk of a river.
It's very strange.
So if this person, as it seems, this person drank most of the potions they had in their pocket, but except these two, why would they not drink those?
The ones that are remaining, one of them is green and one of them is orange.
Is it alchemical fire or what it's called, the orange one?
You'd need to make a check. You'd need to.
Can I make a check?
Of course, yeah.
Can I help with that?
Which one or
I was also going to say if I could help because I am professional alchemist.
I mean, you pick the check, and I'll depending on what you roll. I mean, you get an advantage from two sources here, but depending on what you roll on, I'll be able to give you an answer equal to that roll you pick.
What seems reasonable?
I mean, I would say that deception probably won't do it, and neither will athletics. Other than
Intimidation.
That, yeah, I mean, if
Animal
you want
handling.
I mean, you pick, and whatever you think will give you the most accurate answer out of the 26 options or whatever it is you have.
A group question: would insight make sense?
No,
Not really.
it's not a person. You can't read
I
any
mean, if
thoughts
you were
from
to
them.
roll insight, you would get insight. You get insight on perhaps why he hadn't drank them.
I mean,
That's
we
how
would
it
know
would
the
work.
context.
Yeah.
Well, the contents. Sorry.
Survival.
I mean,
Survive-
I would say like survival, medicine, arcana, nature.
Investigation.
I would go with survival.
Okay. So you get an advantage from someone. So roll with advantage. Or you could use hero points.
Say things like that.
That's a 17.
Probably hasn't drank these because they're not fit for consumption. I mean, survival, you kind of open the one of them, and the orange one, you get this whiff of sulfur, this really strong, like pungent smell of sulfur. You put the cap back on, you kind of get the smell out your nose, and you sniff the green one a bit more tentatively, perhaps, and it smells very sharp, like quite acidic.
Almost like acid and fire, or like
Yeah,
poison
almost,
and
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I had at some point some alchemical fire, but I either used it or sent it or sold it. Would I know if this is alchemical fire?
At a glance, no, you'd have to do a check. But I mean, well, the information that Kudo's just given you, the coloration, you can safely assume that it is. Like you can make an assumption that it is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And the green one. I mean, I'm going to assume it's some sort of acid.
Okay.
Do you feel, Kudo? Did like your nose hairs get singed when you smelled it?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's acid. Yeah, so I wouldn't suggest drinking them. Do you want me to hold on to them for now, or?
Yeah.
And then what did Lou find, or was that what she found? That wasn't.
Oh, I found things that are mine and none of your business.
Well, I was
Okay,
literally just wondering.
Okay, I found a
don't have to be
magnetic.
sassy about everything. I was asking a question.
Were you though? No, just kidding. What I found is a magnetic whetstone
Oh, yeah.
and a splint heavy armor.
That's right. So, what are we going to do? Anything? We should probably.
I'm going to sell the splint armor unless.
I wasn't talking to you. If you're gonna be a bitch, and I'm gonna be a bitch back.
Damn, I can't believe it. My own actions having consequences. How dare you?
So should we? I mean, we should. What is the general like? I can't think of the right word. What do you do if you found a what would you do with a body in like Haven Aura? What's the normal course of action?
Couple of different things. You would either take it to a cleric so they could cast a spell on it, like Gentle Repose, or you would cremate it.
I know funerary rites.
That's
We're
probably the
desperate.
best option. I would say burning it is probably the best option if no one can speak to them.
I don't think at this point Green Flame Blade would help.
I mean,
It might-
so
it would help
You
starting
chop it up with us with a
Yeah.
fiery knife.
how it normally works in a normal D&D world would be that if you are killed by the undead, there's like a 2 in 10 chance that you're going to come back as undead. In this world, because of all the problems with the liches and stuff, there's like a 95% chance that anyone who dies whose body isn't cremated is going to come back as undead.
Yeah, so I think
Probably.
we sort of go. Is there corn everywhere?
There's
Is there like?
it's
is
not
there, like-
right up against the road. There is like space away from the road. Like
yeah, I was
you've
gonna say,
been-
just like I just don't want to burn a body on a road, but somewhere slightly. further.
Would my expertise give me an idea on how long it would take for a body to become undead?
could be anywhere between 1 and 12 days.
How long did we gauge who was dead?
Yeah,
A few days.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah. So I
you
just,
don't know how long they've been up there. It would
Yeah.
for someone to die of thirst would take a few days.
Yeah.
You think at least they've probably been up there a week.
Yeah, it has to be a while. I'm gonna take just get rope, put the rope back in the bag, then sort of just take the body, as far as I can from the rope without getting corn.
Okay.
Like a few feet away from the corn, and I will. Yeah. We've got stuff to start a fire, so we just get some. We'll take the splint armor off because I don't think that would burn very easily, and it's probably useful. And then set it alight.
There's a basic other stuff that the basic other things he's carrying. So there's like a dagger, just like a normal mundane dagger, and there's some crossbow bolts as well.
I got the crossbow bolts.
There's would have been a quiver. Or I don't know what the word is for bolts because it's not
It's
arrows.
a case.
Case. It looks like a case of 20. There's 4 left, and 2 of them are bolts of walloping.
Oh, okay, that's what okay.
They're very powerful.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you'd have thought someone with a heavy crossbow of walloping would probably be okay. What's kept them up in there for?
James, I'd love to know, but you're not going to
sure
tell
you'll
us,
find out.
Yeah, so will I. so am I. Yeah, we, I guess, set the fire and I just
James doesn't know himself yet what it was that
Yeah.
killed the cat.
Yeah.
Before you set the fire,
Curiosity.
You know what it was? I'll
Oh
tell
my-
you. I'll tell you what killed the cat.
Curiosity.
Oh,
but I just said that. Did no one hear
Yeah,
me?
we just
Okay.
double
We
made
both just
that
said
show.
it.
yeah, before you set the fire, I'm gonna quickly do some very basic rites of respects things that you would do before you burn a body.
I would, but I don't know them.
Can you? Can you make a religion check then, please?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't think Palestina doesn't handle a lot of dead people,
Well,
so
if she's all about natural order, death is a part of it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I consecrate the body.
Yeah. So you do
Oh
really
my.
nice and you do what would be considered an okay job for heathens. So you're getting your blade ready to start putting the orgs in
Blood
canopic
brew
jars.
in their hands.
You're there ripping out the eyes
It's
and
like
the
the
tongue.
Egyptian.
Yeah,
Plug the
yeah.
nose,
Yeah,
plug
yeah.
the brain through
It's
the
the
nose.
canopic jars.
Yeah, and it's you're saying all the work. Instead of saying, "Oh, we commit this body to the ground, ashes to ashes, dust to dust." You're like, "We thank you, Lord, for this bountiful feast. We gathered here today in joy as these 2 people are brought together in." But no, yeah, you
In holy matrimony. Where's that going?
yeah, you make a little bit of a hash of it, and you think, "Oh." Everyone else is "Oh."
I'm just
maybe
wincing
it's
under the mask.
Yeah, it's too many. You're trying to appease too many people. You're like, "Oh, we thank you, goddess of natural death, and we also thank you, god of starvation, god." It's not the finest.
Good harvest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I turn around from next to the body, done with it. I'm like, okay, you can set the fire, and I've just got blood smeared across the face
Yeah.
from where my hands have moved.
It's not your proudest moment, but the body's being set fire to. They probably don't mind too much. Probably nothing's going to happen. It's fine. The body catches. I presume you layer it with dead corn husks or whatever. So if anyone's into pop bloodcorn, yeah, there's some bloodcorn available if anyone wants any. Pop.
No.
So that's kind of happening. Is anyone else doing anything at the foot of this tower where you've just found this dead tabaxi?
Yeah, I'm going to search around for clues of what might have caused this guy to go up.
Okay. Can you make a check? Like a classic example here would be investigation or survival. Would be the two that I would recommend.
I'll do investigation.
Hot pace. So you're looking round. You don't see any tracks. The earth looks like you see your footprints very lightly in the ground as you walk. You don't see any evidence of the tabaxi's footfalls, but as a rogue, you're quite light-footed anyway. Tabaxis would only be more so. You don't see any evidence of anything being around, but as you're looking up and down and around, you notice that this guy has been up and down the tower a number of times. You can see multiple like little holes where his claws have been dug into the wood. He's come down on different sides of it and then had to go straight back up.
Okay. That's not helpful.
Well,
it's something. It means they could go down. It wasn't like they were forced to stay up
That
there.
is true. Yeah, I guess.
You also notice on the ground, kind of some of them are like embedded into the ground, are like even a little bit underneath the dirt are the other 16 crossbow bolts from that packet. Some of them are cracked, like all of them are unusable. There are a couple of the walloping bolts in there as well. All of them spent. All of them
Walloping unusable as well?
Completely unusable. Okay. Yeah, like fired. Whether or not they've hit, it's hard to tell, but they are all around the base.
Would you point that out, Lou?
Yes.
Can I, being someone who's been around crossbows, can I
Been around crossbows.
can I look to see maybe if they'd been fired? I mean, you said maybe they'd been fired. See if they'd been hit the mark, see whether they broke off of like hide or impacted and fell off, stuff like that.
You'd have to roll investigation for that.
Can I not? Investigation not too bad.
You'd have to roll something for that. I can't just tell you.
Yeah. Could I get survival?
You could, yeah.
Okay. Just a bit better. Hey, James, Fabian's undead?
Nope.
Okay. Right, always have to roll. 70.
Some of these look like they've missed. Like some of them like embedded into the ground. Like you can see the tip or the point or the head. I don't know the taxidermy of a bloody crossbow bolt, but like the arrowhead like is embedded into the ground, so like they were fired straight down, but then have hit the ground and like just kind of cracked into the stone under the floor. Some of them look like they have hit something incredibly hard, like a shield, and just shattered, and they like.
So you can't see any sign of blood on them.
No blood, nothing like that.
Well, I will. Obviously, they're all like they're broken, like they're not usable. But I will just take a couple as like evidence. Some of the more strange-looking ones as evidence.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say this: as you're examining round, Lou, you'd notice that there are some scratches about 10, 15, 20 feet up the tower that looks like do you know when like I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. It's almost as if like something like an iceberg like hits a ship, like scratch marks like that, not claw marks, like scratch marks, like scrape marks. Yeah. About 15, like between 10, 15, 20 feet up the tower, there's a couple of scrape marks, like something has hit and like hit the tower and scratched it, and there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Okay. Lafette.
Hello.
I think I need your expertise here. I see these things. I don't think they are scratch marks, but you're the expert in animals here.
Should I do animal handling?
Or
Would it
animal
be
handling or nature?
Nature's
Or nature.
better.
Can I also roll nature?
If you want.
Hmm.
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Okay.
God
With the 15, it's very hard to tell what this is. It's high enough that your first thought is a bird. Like, it's 15 feet in the air is not. Yeah, that's no small amount in the air. That's like,
Hmm.
you know, the like second story of a house. So it's either something very, very tall or something that's like flying or whatever. And the scratch mark is it is pretty wide, so it's a big creature that's done all this, whatever it is, and it looks as though it like you're not very close to examine it, but it kind of looks like what might happen if you were to rub like the flat end of a blade against it, or maybe a rock like really hard. Like if you were to, you know, somehow get a boulder going like 30-40 miles an hour and like scrape it along the side of the tower, that's the kind of thing you would see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all you can take from that.
Can I look at it? I mean, I probably won't get any more. But
Yeah, I mean, if they point it out, sure.
can I? I mean, survival's following tracks. I don't know if this would count for that.
These aren't tracks.
Yeah, I know.
These are scratch marks. There's nothing. There's no like scales or anything.
Okay, can I do investigation with advantage then?
Yeah, what you trying to
Oh,
find
I'm
out?
sorry, no, I don't like an advantage. I just investigation.
What are you trying to find out?
I want to see, you know, if they point out something big or bird or something. I want to point out if I can tell which is which, or if it was either of them or neither of them.
Okay,
As well as like maybe size. You know, see if I can gauge stuff like that. Do I get advantage from Faith Fiends Undead?
No.
But I might
21,
have finished all of my gross business and come over to help out.
That's the highest. I got 19, so 21.
21. Okay, so you're racking your brain to think what could have caused this. As I say, like the closest you can think of, if someone was like chucking boulders at the
Someone's throwing rocks at the cap.
Someone's throwing rocks at it is like your first thought. But that doesn't quite work out because one, you can't. There's no rocks about that are this size. They would be like the rocks would be probably as tall as you. They'd need to be about as tall as you, and you can't see any evidence of rocks like that about. Maybe under the ground, but you know you can't see anything like that. You can't see any like from the way they're pointing. It looks like some of like the arc of them would be landing on the road. So they are kind of. I'm not describing this very well, but they're coming along the side of the road. So if something had been thrown, you would have thought you would have seen it.
Yeah,
but you can't see anything like that. You look around. There's no like. I mean, there's the forest in the distance, but that's a way away. You know that's like 2 or 3 miles away. You can't see any damage to the corn. When you were up in the tower, you didn't see anything like that. Only break in like the monotony of the corn is the road, and you didn't see any rocks while you were up there.
How about a spell?
Telekinesis, yeah, like lifting stuff and rubbing it on her.
It's not my area of expertise, so I don't know. I don't think we can gather much more from this. I'm lost.
Not likely.
How far are we from place function?
So you can see, so you're on now a slight rise. You think maybe an hour or two more, you'll be able to get to what looks like a small collection of houses, which matches the description of perfection.
So not too far off.
Not too far.
Well, I honestly have no idea now, so I think we just continue on. Maybe ask anyone in the tower if they know,
That
or
could be a
if
good idea.
if they've seen that tabaxi.
Or if anyone has any sort of ability to sense if there's a creature nearby, that could be the other thing.
Yeah, or if they know of a creature.
I will activate detect magic. Maybe that helps.
There is a complete lack of magic apart from the magic items you've got. Apart from obviously the bolts of walloping. But they are, I think, they're magical items. Common
Could the
magical
bolts
items.
of walloping have done that?
What, the damage to the side of the tower?
Yeah.
No. No. Completely different.
Well, I think we just continue on.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
Lafette, can you turn into a dog and try to like get a scent?
Dog sense.
Can I?
You can
Get
turn
sense
into a
for
wolf.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, get a sense of what, people?
Maybe pick up a scent trail.
Would I need something to go off, or because I might just follow it and it'll be like a sock?
Or a cat.
Well, I don't think Tabaxi use socks. But
Well,
I mean, if you find one,
anyone can wear socks if they try hard enough.
have you seen the claws?
I think that's. I mean, anything can wear socks. Have you seen like the dogs that wear socks? It's really cute.
How am I gonna get a scent of
not.
him if we burn him?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna. I mean, might get a sense off of.
Well, I still have his armor here, so you know.
Well, he
you
probably
might
had a
be able to
sense
use
to the
that.
burning body, and I don't
Oh,
know.
I took it. I took the armor
He's-
off.
I
He's
know.
been
could
up the
sell it.
tower for like 2 days, so
Yeah.
surely the scent from where he came from would have dissipated.
And he's been dead
yeah,
for
I
a
know.
while, and I'm not sure.
I can
what.
try, but I just feel like I'm gonna end up the tower again.
I'm willing to pay you 2 copper if you're willing to try.
Oh my god.
Okay, make that 1 copper.
Don't do it, man.
No.
2 copper was like maybe, but now don't do it.
I began way too high. I should have begun with half a copper.
I just stopped walking.
Okay. So you are heading. That was a whole thing. You're
It
heading
was.
towards the town of perfection. You remember from your you remember from your book of what is it? Your mission dossier, rather. The description is one of the older settlements, and in the distance, you see this. There's a loose collection of houses, very old, very ramshackle, and there's an occasional farm like house that's deep in the corn. You don't see any evidence of lights on or anybody in these houses.
It's
There's
time.
mid-afternoon. You'd expect if people were about, you would be able to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be out and about.
So this is perfection.
The corn, which was this deep, like it has been this kind of sapphire red color, is almost kind of like it's been almost uniform. Starts to take up this almost like vivid purple every now and then. So there's these patches of purple that seem to be getting more and more collected and stronger as you're walking through. And as you look down the valley, you see this that everything's red, and then this purple seems to be blooming and heading further and further into the vale. So you're walking along this path of like progressively purple looking corn, and then in the far distances where the cornfields end, far in the distance, we're talking like another half a day's travel away, is this looms this at the end of the vale, this thick forest, which, as you know, would be in which you'd find the town of Wolfwake, the final town in the vale.
Does the purple of all this corn match the purple of those flowers at the well?
Weirdly, yeah.
That's what I was. Guys, I think this is eldritch corn. It's just what I wrote down in the notes. Well, from what I gather, that purple matches the purple of the flowers by the well, which matched the look of the red flowers of the first town, but purple. So I think this is definitely all connected somehow.
Or the flowers just abundant in this area, and
It's very rare for flowers to be the same. Well, it's corn and flowers different. It's the same color. It's like if I like did an eyedropper tool in like Photoshop, it'd be the same hex code as purple.
What
Just-
spell
What is
is
the
that?
Photoshop?
Oh.
Just dragged you to the map. You are on the
Oh.
far right of the map
Oh.
as you're entering the town. of Perfection, the far where Riptide is.
Why is Riptide here?
So I was using her for scale of the map.
Don't you can't
As you should.
say that. You can't say that.
Just, for temptation.
You gotta do it. You gotta use Rusty. You can't have
Yeah,
Riptide
yeah,
there.
yeah.
She's not here. It's just gonna make us all sad.
But yeah, you
I didn't
headed
get to
on.
say bye to her.
Well,
none of us actually.
You had
did. She was
laryngitis.
asleep.
Oh, that's the old picture as well.
She was
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah,
But
she was asleep.
no,
She's small.
Azalea, we gave her one of the tablets.
Tablets, yeah.
So
What tablets?
tablets of sending.
You weren't here for this, so
Tablets.
there's like
No.
there's basically like
tablets of message.
I was there for those. Yeah.
Okay, so you're entering the town of Perfection. What you see is a what looks at first glance to be a ghost town. Doors are swinging. There's no activity, no sound. Apart from in the far distance, on the other side of the town, sat on a bunch of like a mound of rocks, which is really artistically drawn by yours truly, in various shades of grey, are 4 kids, and surrounding them is just food and water bottles that's been surrounding them. At the halfway through the town, kind of here, is that there is this really weird kind of altar that's been it's like almost like a it's hard to say. It's clearly meant to be some kind of shape. It's corn husks that have been woven into this arch, and there's these weird tribally animalistic style heads on this arch.
Wait, where is that, sorry?
About halfway through the town, just around here.
Okay. Down there. Okay.
Yeah, down there, just at the edge of the corn. And yeah, so it looks, it's hard to tell what it's meant to be. It looks really weird, and these kids are all kind of really gaunt, shallow faced, very suntanned, almost sunburnt, sitting on these rocks, looking at you with distinct interest.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going over quickly if I see them.
Okay. Okay. Yes, you head
Slowly
over.
take out my dagger.
What?
Not stink. We're
So,
not killing kids.
4 children.
Pardon?
No, sorry, I'm writing it down. 4 children.
There's 4 of them, yeah.
Children unlocked.
They are all they stood on these rocks. As you approach, you notice that there's loads of rations, wrappers, bags of food.
So,
that's
so
just,
almost
listed around the area.
if people had to leave in a hurry but left the kids, it'd be like that.
No, more like these kids have been sat on these rocks for a few days eating food.
Oh,
and
so
dropping
they-
litter.
Do they look like they're starting to get dry cracks around their lips and face as well?
No, they look like they are. They look a little bit better off than the obviously they're
They're alive, yeah.
They don't look like they're drying. They look like they've been out in the sun too long. They their skin's burnt, but they're not dying.
Can I take a look at the houses to see if they have ransacked them?
I don't know.
Smashed in windows, just wide open doors.
What your passive perception is 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the doors are open, the windows are not smashed. You can see these houses look more recently abandoned than looted.
Okay.
The only one that has an element of lootedness about it is what looks to be a general store where the door is just wide open and the shelves are just completely. As you walk past it, you can see the shelves are completely bare.
Is that red building?
Yeah.
Well, I think I know where they got the food from.
Yes, probably. I'll go to watch them and say, excuse me, what is happening here?
They all stare at you with these big eyes. It's pretty uncanny valley.
Yeah, you should have seen my face. My eyes went wide when you said that.
Yeah, they are. They're not. They don't look glad to see you. They don't look angry to see you. They look inquisitive at best, ambivalent perhaps. They stand up and they're looking around. They scratch their head they're not quite sure where the noise is coming from. And then one of them steps forward. Let's say this a young lad with this very kind of bleached, sun bleached white hair, and a very tan skin steps forward and says, "You're not safe here."
Hmm?
Why?
It will take you like it's taken everybody else.
Context?
But the corn wolf, it came and it took all the parents.
Corn wolf.
The corn wolf.
Corn wolf.
Guys, there seems to be a corn wolf.
We've tried
Why
to
are you-
appease it, and they point to this weird altar of
That thing
the shapes of like animalistic heads. Yeah, I guess they could be described as wolf heads. Very, very, very macaroni picture art. Like, I'm not here to judge, but this is a shit picture.
Yes. If they've taken everyone, then what? Why are you all okay?
We're the last ones left. We pray to the corn wolf, and he leaves us alone.
So the corn wolf was just the funniest thing to me. I don't know why. Can you describe the corn wolf?
We've never seen it. We see it prowling. We see it prowling through the corn, making waves like the wind.
Like
We've never seen it.
How old are these kids?
Vary in ages from about 8 to like 14.
Oh, so young still.
Younger.
Okay. When did the corn wolf take the last person other than you all?
It has taken some of the non-faithful in the last few days. There was a man who came about a week ago, and he tried to save us from the corn wolf, but the corn wolf scared him off, and he ran away.
What did they look like?
He was a cat.
Okay.
He was clearly the tabaxi. Pick up a context clues, dumbass.
I was just wondering if it was the tabaxi. That's all I needed to know. I got it as soon as you said tabaxi. I was just making sure, James.
Yeah, screw you, God.
Yeah, you're just looking up in the sky, not saying anything, but thinking it.
Are you
You're
here
like
to try to
glaring at
save
the
us
sun.
too?
I mean, possibly? Yes?
We can hear it calling. We can hear
Right
it
now?
calling. Yes, can you not hear it?
Can I hear anything?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? As you've been getting closer, and this is specific to you, Cerulean Wolf, and to Kudo. Now you hear it. You can hear this like flat whistle, like it sounds like wind blowing over a bottle, like a whoo, just like that. That is
It's a very
just
tired owl.
a very tired owl is an excellent analogy, but it's consistent and it isn't there with the wind, and it's just at the edge of your hearing, and it's getting stronger, like it's getting louder with every step you take deeper into the Wolfvale. You two are the only ones who can probably hear it. Rusty can hear it too.
I have like
Guys, can you
dull
hear that?
hearing. Hear what?
I can't hear anything.
Like the weird sound, like the owl, the
Yeah,
tired
like
owl.
Like the owl that's having a stroke.
Yes, it's calling to us, and it's calling to us from deeper in the Vale, but we can't get to it.
Can you understand it?
What's
saying
to understand?
words?
It's like a song. Like
How long have you been hearing it?
I've been hearing it for weeks, but it was always just the edge, and now it's getting louder. It's calling. It's summoning us there, but the corn wolf won't let us go.
Can I hear this whistle?
No, you can't
Okay.
hear anything. No.
So wait, so I can hear it and Kudo can hear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah.
Rusty, can you describe that sound you hear?
Yes, boss. It's like, and he just kind of hums tunelessly until he finds the right pitch, and then he goes, but quieter.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm
I
hearing.
feel like I lost information with that explanation. It's a net loss. I'm even more confused.
Wait, how long have you been hearing it?
You like now it's been pointed out to you. You've been hearing it for at least a day or two.
So like from the start.
No, you don't remember hearing it as you came into the Vale, and it's like it's one of those noises like as you get as you work, it's getting louder, and now it's been pointed out to you. You can't not hear it.
It's like tinnitus.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like Rusty's going around like pinching his nostrils and blowing, and like putting one finger in the air, going ma, trying to clear it.
I already
I
have
have a
tinnitus. I don't
question.
need this as well.
Yeah.
So who can hear it?
Me and
Rusty,
Kudo
Cerulean Wolf,
and
and
Rusty.
Kudo.
I
Okay,
think I know what you're thinking.
Did Kudo get?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What?
Kudo, did you get bitten by a werewolf?
I got poked up. Wait.
I know I did. I know Rusty did.
I got
definitely
poked by a plant.
Not like werewolves specifically.
Yeah, but the
Did I
plants
get
are-
attacked by a wolf? I
Well, I
don't
did ask you if you got bitten to make a note of it.
Yeah, that's
but the
why I
plants
think
feel
I
like
didn't.
to the
feel like he
werewolf.
did.
No, I don't think he got bit, but he did touch the plant.
Do you think that's the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you should hear it, shouldn't you? Because you touched the plant.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt me.
It didn't hurt me.
Also didn't hurt me.
As you're having this discussion, the kids all stand up and point at the cornfields like, it's coming, quick, onto the rocks!
I jump on the rock and
Yeah,
turn
jump
around
on
with
the
both
rock.
crossbows out, and I activate one of them.
Okay.
So the
Probably
white
taking
circles
full
are
damage.
rocks, I assume.
Can you all make athletics checks to clamber onto the rocks? Because they're
Aye.
quite high. They're like the where the kids are is like 20, 25 feet off the ground.
I will
I
use
do
my
acrobatics.
Yeah, can I do acrobatics? It's like-
Acrobatics is like, I will say that acrobatics is not climbing. Acrobatics is like rope work. Athletics.
Okay, can I do a backflip and then like climb up the rocks?
Yeah, you can do a backflip, but backflip doesn't gain you any height. And if you do
Oh,
land
yeah,
on something
no.
higher than what your head
Jesus.
was when you backflip, your feet are higher than your head, which is not ideal.
Which is not a good thing.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
will use my echo to teleport onto the rock.
Cerulean Wolf, you really struggle to get up there.
It's the tinnitus.
The tinnitus. You find yourself
I'm off
slipping down and
balance.
down. Everyone else is able to get up there.
I'm just like, I guess I'm like back to the rock with both crossbows out then.
You don't see anything. The people on the rocks, what you see is kind of weird. The deep in the corn, the wind takes it, and I don't know if you've ever seen a cornfield or like really long grass as it's been taken by the wind, and it looks like the ocean. There's waves of this corn. It swells up and it swells down as the wind goes through it. There's this shape. There's this pattern through the corn, which is clearly not the wind. The corn is shaking, and it's like a straight line. Well, in fact, it's not quite a straight line. I'm just going to doodle it with a free hand on here. Let's just pick a colour that you'll be able to see.
And guess what? I did max damage myself again.
Well done. So, like starting deep in the corn, you see like this, and it starts heading towards the edge of the corn. Really
Wait, I'm
quick.
sorry, is that a snake?
Yeah, it's kind of like a snake. It's like this. So the wind is casting these waves in the corn, but there's this shape of where the corn is splitting in a way that isn't matching the wind, and it's much more aggressive. It's like something forcing its way through. This corn is like 10 feet high, by the way. It's really
So
you can't see into it.
above it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can only see above it. But whilst you're on, you can't see anything. But the people on the rocks can see this, and then all of a sudden, it's like breaks towards you at pretty fast, faster than you think than you could run.
I will position
coming out
my
of the corn.
Coming towards the edge of the corn.
Okay.
I'll prepare a firebolt.
I
Okay.
will position my echo between the rock and the moving corn.
Okay. So where you position your just? Can you? Oh, I've seen it on the map. Okay, Cerulean Wolf, what are you doing? Are you trying to get up on the rock still?
If I have another chance to, then
Yeah,
yes.
of course you do. Yeah.
Can
so
I
think-
help Wolf?
Yeah, you can help him. Yeah. Yeah, so you do it with advantage.
Up the
14,
rocks.
you get up there just as you see this wave, this almost like the shot reach the edge of the corn, but nothing comes out the other side. Like it's heading towards you with like such speed, but the minute it hits the edge of the corn, and it looks like something should appear because the corn splits, but nothing comes out.
I will use detect magic.
Okay.
I think they're probably too
Do we
far away.
see footprints or something like that?
You don't see any. Well, make an investigation check.
Windy footprints.
Wouldn't this be perception?
Well, you're looking for something specific.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, actually, I can give you survival. Maybe. Oh, investigation is fine. You don't see any footprints, but as you look closely, and this is the height of the day, so there's no worries about like dark vision or anything. You can see like there is something happening to the ground. It's not like something's being depressed. It's more like something pushing it up a little bit, like a molehill almost. But it's coming at you real fucking fast.
Being pushed from the bottom.
On the ground. It's on the ground.
Oh shit.
Wait, I have an idea, and I grab.
So it's like almost like just going through the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Bugs Bunny.
I take out piton and I throw it like here, and see if the
Okay.
wolf reacts to that.
Yeah, it heads towards that.
I will make my echo hover to that position and slam the sword into the ground.
Okay, so you attack the ground. There's this explosion of dust, like someone set up a stick of dynamite. Your echo disappears, vanishes.
Oh
Can
well.
you see anything in it?
No, it's just this eruption of dust.
How close was that?
Well, it was where the python was here. The area is it's thickly obscured by this dust for like 12, maybe 18 seconds, and then it drifts away. The python is vanished. All you know is your echo was just obliterated.
Someone says something closer, and I'm like pointing both crossbows down, just ready.
Okay,
Like as soon as I see something vanish, I'm attacking.
Yeah, I'll take out
Then I
another.
will summon another echo hovering in the air.
Yeah, they're closest to me, so I can.
Yeah.
Where's
I'll throw the piton like next to the hovering ghost thing.
Nothing happens this time, but you hear this soft rumbling that sounds like it's circling the rocks. The kids are like, "You've brought it right to us. What are you doing?"
Calm down.
Calm down.
I'm gonna take one step back because I feel like a kid's gonna push me.
You brought it right to us. We don't know if we're safe up here. It's just not come up here yet. Don't bring it any closer.
Well, it seems to be circling. So
Can I
don't
see
think it's gonna get
anything? Can I see anything with detect magic when I go to the edge?
No magic apart from the magic items you brought with you.
Oh,
These kids, by the way, actually, these kids have got this weird magical glow. Let's call it enchantment, like a weird enchantment-y glow to them.
Do I have that? Around me?
Can I secretly tell that to Wolf that the kids
only if you have message you can.
Or if you tap me and I can give you the ability to speak in my head.
I will tap Wolf and make a wiggly line between our heads.
Tap that ass or just tap the shoulder?
So kind of like you tap her on the shoulder and do that thing, where you point at your eyes and their eyes. As you bring your hand open up to kind of make that sign, the cut on your hand, you see that enchantment magic a little bit there, and kind of as you look back up at surrounding Wolf, there's just this little teeny, incy wincy little aura, tiny, but it's there.
Okay, then I will activate the thing and say
will. The kids have a weird enchantment aura, and like
and what about
my hand cut where I cut myself on the leaf, and what was it on Wolf? Like
it's just like a little aura.
Yeah, you have a little aura yourself where with the little enchantment thingy. So I think that might have to do something why only we can hear the stroking owl.
Don't call it that. Can
the stroking owls.
Yeah. That's the wrong kind of stroking. Yeah.
So nothing happened when we threw the other thing at the ground. Okay, can I? So it's like circling.
All gone quiet now.
I have a slightly stupid idea.
Oh shit.
How tall is this building next to us?
Don't jump to it.
The roof is about 25 feet high.
Okay, I have a whip that's 20. My whip thing is 20 feet long because I added 10 feet. would you say that if I'm standing next to that wall, if I jump up, can I like use the whip?
You
to,
trying
like,
to Indiana Jones yourself onto a building?
Yeah.
Didn't
So
you buy
I
a
will
grappling hook?
say,
I also have a grappling hook if you want
Yeah.
me to like connect that.
I will say you will be able to swing to the building. However, like because of the way of how I don't know how to say this without sounding insulting.
Physics?
How physics works, you are not going to be able to like.
Yeah, you can't like. You can't
you're-
whip
you're-
higher than you are.
Yeah, you can't cyborg commander yourself across.
Yeah.
You can't like what?
No,
that
no.
Well, so we can't hear anything now. Can we? We can't hear the thing circling or see the thing circling.
You can't, and like, you look down at the ground. The kind of rumbling that that Lou pointed out seems to have stopped.
Luke, can you do something again?
What
Throw
I
something-
can
throw something
try
on the
to
ground.
do is try to bring down one of those fence woods, like a fence piece with my whip.
Don't
So
know
you
how
kind of
that's
get it and then pull it
helpful.
down onto the floor, so it makes a big noise.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do is like for it to hit the ground like with some force.
Okay.
I assume this is like strength check, maybe.
Yeah.
Gonna
Make
be
an
a
attack
tapper
roll
with
and
the
then make a strength check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that hits, but bear in mind if you don't roll high enough on your strength roll, you
You're
might
gonna get
pull yourself
trapped.
forward.
Well,
Oh wow.
ooh,
Okay,
that
you
should be
do it.
enough.
Yeah, that'll do. So you pull it, and it falls down and makes this. It's this big clang.
I'm
Well,
like
not
I'm
clang.
aiming both crossbows at that like spot.
Yeah, it's this. I was going to say it's a metal fence. That will make sense. It's this big wooden panel of fence, and then as it hits the floor, there's like a second or two. You hear the rumble, and then it kind of launches up.
Okay, I want to
It's
fire.
like bounced up about 10 feet, and it lands kind of like here. It's like flipped up in the air.
As it goes up, I want to fire straight down at that spot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. You waste 2 crossbow bolts.
I you
And
can
at the
only technically
same
hold one
time-
action, so
At the same time, I want to cast Spike Growth onto that area.
Okay. So you cast spike growth, which I think specifically states on the ground.
Yeah, it is on the ground.
So these spikes appear. Yeah.
Is there any blood or anything starting to appear on them as something
Mhm.
moves through them? No.
No.
No, so what I think we're dealing with is like an oversized mole, basically.
I
So
imagine.
it's underground, can't see or hear, and goes by like tremors or stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's probably something. Yeah, something like that.
So we need something that can penetrate the ground, that's deep enough to hurt the thing and fast enough to prevent it from like basically moving out of the way before it can hit. The only thing I can maybe think about is we go on top of one of these buildings and basically put weight on Kuro and use him as like a bomb to like step down
What?
with the sword.
I'm sorry.
What?
You're going to have to
what?
explain that again.
No, I don't think I will. No, just kidding. That's very stupid.
So I will ask the
It sounds
children.
it.
James, can you remind me what is this town again?
It's
Like,
called perfection.
no, I mean, like, is it a mining town or is it like, what
It's a
is
farming
it?
town.
No.
Okay, so there's probably just based on the map. I thought maybe we would find some
It
dynamite.
might well be a mining town map, but I stole it from the internet. As I
That
steal
was right, James. How
everything.
dare you?
It's free real estate.
Yeah, free real estate. Baby.
It's
Well,
real. It's free map estate.
I do have one more thing of alchemical powders, and that probably alchemical fire and probably vial of acid.
Well, I don't know how a surface fire helps us with.
Neither do I.
Um,
But the alchemical.
Kudo, can you try? Can you use your echo to dig
To what?
to like make a hole?
yeah, but I don't know how a single hole would help because it's also no quick digging I could do with that.
It might also be a channel of tunnels right? So if you hit one of them, throw an explosive in.
James, I have an idea. I could maybe oh no, that requires an action. Maybe I can use Mage Hand to apply pressure on the surface, and someone
Isn't it like a limit of like £5.
It's like £5. Yeah.
10 pounds, yes,
£10.
which is 5 kilo.
Bigger chunks of corn in my crap.
Well, it's maybe we have thrown down the baby as a sacrifice.
No, we're not. This is not becoming fucking. I forgot the name.
We also don't have a baby to sacrifice, but the creature, whatever it is, might
that
think.
girl to that lake monster.
Or the Aboleth.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
that was me trying to survive. I wouldn't call it sacrificing.
I would call it sacrificing.
I would call it
Yeah,
sacrifice
it
as well.
is. It was sacrificing.
It
Also,
literally was a sacrifice.
As you were
You
all arguing
sacrificed
in
her.
the meta,
Wait,
can you all
Jake.
please
Wasn't
make
it you? Sorry. I need
No,
I
you
need to get
sacrificed her.
back. Wasn't it you who sent a bear into a thing full of
That's a
into a
different
tower with
prob-
children?
That's
and
a
said kill
different
anything?
problem.
So
Anyway, right. I need you all to make
Character-
dex checks, please, as the rock suddenly lurches as it's hit
sure.
by beneath.
saves or checks.
Saves, please.
I will use advantage on that one.
Okay,
So
so you
will
need to
I.
roll.
Jesus
Haven't you
Christ!
Oh
Hey!
my
I didn't
god.
use mine.
Okay, Kudo, you find yourself falling to the like slipping off the rock. Cerulean Wolf, you also find yourself.
I'm
11
doesn't pass, does it? I'm just
11 does not pass.
okay. I was just.
Can
and
I-
I have a +6, by the way.
I will use my echo to move it to the rock and
Oh no, this
swap.
is all happening in a
It's
split
just a
second. Yeah, so Azalea, you also find yourself falling, and you all land on the ground near the rock, all prone.
Yeah.
You try to as you hop to your feet, the ground. You feel this tremor rushing towards you. I'm just gonna hypothetically open up a turn order. I don't know why. I don't know what's about to happen.
How
Oh, I
far
need
did
to
we
roll
go
for
away?
Rusty as well. Let's find
How
out for
far did
Rusty.
we go?
Let's
Oh
put
my
10
God.
feet away. Let's call it
What's
10
that?
feet. Rusty rolled.
to the floor.
Hey Lou, how you doing with that +2? For a total of 12.
I didn't roll his dex yet. Where is Rusty? I can't see him. Oh, there he
He's
is.
up with a 12.
So he rolled. And he just rolled a dex save for him. You know, he's only got one saving throw, and that's Constitution. 13, he passes. Okay, wonderful. So as you are, within 10 feet of the rocks, this swelling noise, this rushing tremor sound gets louder and louder, and this eruption of dust and rocks and awful shit just starts raining down upon you. Those closest to the rock see not huge, very large stony shape erupt out of the ground right next to you. It looks like it's about to pounce on one of you. Not quite sure whom yet. Let's find out in a moment. You've all rolled initiative as a bullet appears from the ground right next to you, and things are about to get
It's weird.
fucking
It's so weird. I
real.
pictured that in my head before you even showed the image. So
A
weird.
bullet, yeah, they're really cool. I don't know why more people don't use these bad boys. They are so good. And that one though, yeah, I mean, what can you do about that? But I mean, it does just is attacking you as part of its first round. But
Does Laffy get another charge because she rolled another nat 20?
did she roll another nat 20?
She rolled
Sick.
21
If
on
you use
initiative.
more than one charge, then you can have it. If you've used more than one, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But that's how you get those back, is rolling that 20s. Which is good.
She
Okay.
was at the top of initiative, so you need to. Yeah.
I'll just reset the descend. But the bullet is going first because it's still his turn as it erupts from the ground. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Out of Cerulean and Kudo, who's the first to go? Yeah.
I don't like that rhyme.
What did
No,
you roll
me
the nat
either.
1 for then? What was the
The
nat
nat
1?
one was for initiative.
But this is like surprise technique. Like
it's like surprise round. So he's going to take a chomp out of, let's say, Shirley Wolf, because it's bigger, he's hungry. This Boulette has got so on the picture, and normally they are like this stone grey colour, very normal. This one has got these livid purple and red veins like throbbing all the way through it. It looks feral, it looks manic, and it looks like it's here to cause absolute misery for somebody.
Can I just shout to
Wolf? Oh my god!
Oh my!
I'm unconscious.
That's brutal crit as well.
I know, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, so
I'm not dead, but I'm unconscious.
Well, what's your max HP?
44. So I might be dead.
Okay, so that
40-12 is
48 plus 4 is 52.
Plus, I'm dead.
Plus 25.
Plus 25. 48. No, I'm just about.
Wait, what are you calculating? What are you calculating?
Death.
By
what means you are? How much HP do you have left?
I have 37, but no,
you're okay.
That's not brutal. I'm just okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay by like 12.
Yeah. Well, we also it doesn't carry over, so it comes up and takes this huge.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Erupts out of the ground, takes this massive bite out of Wolf, like digging into the neck, and flings her like 15 feet away into the rocks. She slumps down completely unconscious, hemorrhaging, and it turns around and it's facing to Kudo. But first of all, it's Beth.
Let's go. Right, so
like that or something.
Balm of the Stomach Core is a bonus action, isn't it?
Tis.
So I'm gonna move slightly this way on the rock, or does that count as an action?
What?
No, movement is
not
an action.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna straight out the back because I've got so many charges for the thing. I'm gonna cast Wall of Ice in a direct line in front of me and hope that it just hits straight into the big bullet man.
Yep.
Let me get it. Do I have to roll for Wall of Ice?
It's like 100 feet of it. No, you don't have to roll, it just happens. It's 100 feet of it.
It's like that.
Yeah, it's 100 foot of ice.
No, but I have to... Because I'm trying to hit him, I have to roll... He has to do the dex save.
He has the dex save, yeah. Let's see. So his dex is not phenomenal. So you might do okay here. 13. So but that's still half damage. It's still 14 damage it takes. As it like hits it and knocks it sideways. That will help.
Is it prone?
No,
it's a large creature.
Oh, okay. I just thought because you said not the way.
Where do I draw the wall?
Just chuck a wall of ice and then that's fine.
Or is it going like that?
No, she said it's coming from her straight towards it, I think.
And then I'm gonna do 4 Balm of the Stomach Core. Does that work?
That's
I have to do it 4 times, don't I?
You can just roll 4d6. Okay, that's 5.
It's easier to just click it.
11. 13 plus 4 temporary.
How much, sorry?
13 plus and 4 temporary. Your eyes snap open.
Right.
Like half of your leg missing.
Probably.
Yeah, this huge, relentlessly. You see down, you like chunks of your body. Like, oh my god, I nearly lost my goddamn arm. Your armor is dinted. It's pressing into you. You're prone at the minute on the ground. You weakened. You're struggling to, catch your breath. Maybe there'll be repercussions for that hit, but you're alive and you're awake at the moment. Laffy saved the day. That was a pretty good turn, that is, because that's hit the full of ice. Like, if he's there for any progressive amount of time. Can you... I can't remember the spell off the top of my head. I thought it did more damage than that. Oh no, 10d6, you just rolled terribly. Yeah, okay, never mind.
I think it does damage if they hit it.
Yeah. But next is...
Ooh, not wolf?
Wolf.
Should be me. Why
Yeah,
is
well,
Kudo
I just went past. Oh no, I went twice. That was the one. There you go. Oh, no. There you go.
Maybe
Almost,
1 second.
yes.
I'm just looking at something.
If you went unconscious, technically your right would have dropped.
That's what I'm just looking at. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's unconscious.
incapacitated.
Is that what it says?
I would assume so.
Right. Damage is magical and loss while you hold the weapon until you hit a long short rest. It doesn't say anything about incapacitated.
Oh, okay.
Well, basically what you do is just smother blood on your weapon, so I guess...
Yeah. Okay. Then. Okay, sorry, I was not expecting that, so just. So, like. What I'm gonna do is. What's your rule 1 healing potions?
It's an action you get full as a bonus action.
Okay.
You can drink it and roll the dice.
So I'm
Literally.
gonna very wearily stand up, leaning on the fence that I've just got smashed into. Like sort of holding the side of it. I'm gonna like neck the potion as a bonus action.
Mhm.
So let me roll quickly. So have it. Right, guys. Oh god. It's fine, it's better than nothing. So I get back 5, and then as an action, I'm disengaging. And
Oh, you are out of melee range for this, I think. You're
I'm
out of your
not.
melee range for it.
I'm out of my melee range, but not its.
Okay. Womp womp.
And I don't want to get hit again, James. You know. So yeah.
What's the chances it's going to roll 2
Shut
crits,
the
eh?
fuck up. And I'm running behind this.
400, I think.
And I'm running behind that, and that is my turn.
Okay, cool. You know, bravery is just absolutely staggering here. Kudo.
James, shut the fuck up.
Kudo, you are prone next to this creature.
Oh, okay, I stand up. I use my, where is it? My Hexblade Curse on it.
Mhm.
I will move in my Echo.
Yep.
I will just, does one take damage if I just stand next to the wall of ice? I hope not.
There
I
is
think you just have
ruling.
to smack it. I think you have to.
Yeah,
If
I
you
think-
try and. I'll read it.
Yeah, I think this creature's. It's like 10 foot across, though, so it's completely encasing this creature. Actually, thinking about it, isn't it?
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't know actually.
A
if you-
creature moving through it or hitting it takes
okay.
damage.
Okay, so I am next to it. I have my thingy next to it. So I'm gonna attack it. Green Flame Blade does jack shit at this level.
Might help melt that ice for me.
Nah, the ice is good at this point. We just whack at it. Oh, come on.
7 whiff.
I am going to use my Unleash Incarnation and attack again from my Echo.
Yep.
That's a
Oh,
14 that hits. For
19, it's showing for me.
yeah,
That's
the
the
14 was the roll.
Oh, right, yeah.
For 13 damage.
Mhm.
And because I am funny, I am going to use Action Surge.
Well, you do also
It
get
also
extra
does-
hex damage.
Oh yeah,
hex damage.
also
So-
yeah, plus 2 damage as well, so
Okay,
15. So I'm gonna attack. You can hide. Whenever you take the attack action, you can make 1 additional.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
you
could
can do
that.
smack it once, and then inclination again to smack it.
No, you can heighten your Echo's Fury. Whenever you take the attack action, you can make 1 additional melee
Yeah.
attack. Oh no, 1. Okay, there it
So,
says.
so yeah,
I'm gonna
you
use
could action
that
surge,
again.
and
I'm
then-
gonna use that again. So I'm gonna attack twice again.
Mhm.
For 13, does that hit?
No, 30 misses.
Oh.
It's got like armor and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the 15 misses as well, I'm afraid.
Oh,
The
come on.
so basically you're hitting, and the blade, even though it's a magical blade, it's just glancing off this almost metallic exoskeleton of this bullet. I'm gonna pronounce it stupid because I don't know. In fact, I'm gonna just listen to how Matthew Mercer.
What does Matt Mercer say?
Yeah, let's just play it. Hang on.
I want to listen to a 2-hour Critical Role episode just to know.
No, he does the sound.
Too much noise in the background, but I'm going to say it's bullet. I'm going to bulletti.
Listen.
Bulletti.
He pronounces it bullet, like a
bullet. Oh,
like
bullet.
Like bullet.
Bullet. Okay, bullet. I was close. Okay, but that was Kudo, which was good. You hit it once. I mean, you know, more power to you. Lou Marblecut, 'tis you.
It is indeed me. Let's do the coward's way. I just stand over here.
You are in the wall of ice if you stand there.
Oh. Let's do here. Oh, here. And let's attack with my chain.
Okay. Now 20.
Nice.
Remember, brutal crit, and because you have an ally in 5 feet, you get sneak attack.
Nice. So I just double dice?
Well, no, you are maximum damage in all your dice and plus your roll. So if you press your roll, we'll try and figure out what your damage is.
Oh yeah, earlier I wrote down my my.
So okay, so you've got one second. You've got 1d6, so that's 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 12, 10 plus 22 plus 27. So that's 12 plus 22, so 27 is hang on, wait. It's 27. I don't know what. No, wait, that can't be right.
No,
28.
it's more. It's.
Oh, plus no, it's plus the 5, so it's 24 is the.
It's 32.
Wait, 12 plus.
32.
Okay, 32. Right, thank you. The creature did not like that. It was not happy with that at all, and like starts to like so. There's cracks that are starting to appear in the in its carapace, and it starts to like there's this thick, dark blood that starts seeping out of it, and within that blood, these tendrils of purple and red. It starts to frenzy up and starts cracking the ice, and it using a legendary action dives back into the ground and out of your sight.
I'm going to bonus action dash over here, away from these people.
You only moved like a little bit, so I don't know why it's dashing.
Yeah, but I have nothing to do with my bonus action, so I might as well.
Hide?
Where? I'm on the fucking rock.
Yeah, it's also below you.
It also can't see. And
I
can't
think it
hear.
can
You don't know
see. Yeah, I think it can.
It doesn't have eyes.
Yes, it does. Look at the picture.
It does.
Yeah.
Since when? I didn't see any eyes on that reference art.
Look.
But it's an underground creature. It can probably see the way a mole does.
Yeah.
I thought it was its nose.
What?
What?
Why would it need a nose if it's an underground creature?
I think it does have a
Why would it need eyes if it's an underground creature?
Because it's not completely underground. It comes up to eat things. It can't. It doesn't live off fucking worms, does it?
And it does have a nose, Jack.
I mean, it very well could.
It has a nose. How do we know it has a nose? Because it smells terribly. Anyway.
Hey.
Rusty. It's Rusty's turn. He was ready. Rusty was so fucking ready to go. He's rushing forward as Lou's second turn. He launches into midair and he lands, and this creature's gone. He lands with a thud, and he's like looking around. Where the hell's it gone? Yeah. Okay, that's his turn. Azalea, what would you like to do?
Well. So it seems to be gone for now.
You hear it and all.
There is like just continuous rumbling underground. If you wanted to pinpoint it, you'd need to use an action to try to find it.
Oh, to see where it's going to erupt next.
Or where it is currently.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and see if I can sense that.
Okay, can you make a perception check, please? Hard to say with that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Did I gain hero point with that crit?
Sorry, what did you say?
Because you said that we get hero points with natural.
No. Laffy gets back charges on her staff with crits.
Oh,
Hero points
yeah.
completely
Sorry.
different.
Was there an action to look for that?
It was, I'm afraid, yeah.
Okay,
And you
then
know.
what I will do is I'll run back to Wolf and use my good fortune bonus action to give him advantage.
Okay.
Advantage on.
Your next
Anything
round.
that you do on your next round.
I'm going to be doing a lot this round.
Okay. Once again, erupting out of the ground, the bullet jumps up and lands on top of Rusty and Kudo. Slams down on top of them.
The fuck?
Yeah. The fuck.
You know, I didn't see that reaction when I
Yeah.
took 50-something points of damage.
I
need you-
healed you immediately.
I
Don't
know,
even
I mean-
start with me.
I need the
Cute.
two of you. Well, I'll roll one. Kudo, I'm assuming you're going to choose dexterity out of this. I need you to make a saving throw, be it either strength or dexterity, or take a substantial amount of damage.
It is substantial.
Please.
Let's
Please.
go for
Oh.
Rusty.
What? Oh,
Rusty
no.
passes.
Hey, but does it come up in the wall of ice?
Yeah, Rusty is knocked kind of 10 feet away, like to here, and he's going to take.
I was talking about the creature, not Rusty.
You don't have any immunities or any resistances to certain types of damage, do you?
What?
No, Kudo.
Huh?
You don't have any resistances to certain type of physical damage, do you?
And if it isn't fire,
No.
is he exploding?
No, you take this
Aw.
damage, and you're prone. You take 25 damage. That is a lot.
Oi.
Yeah, that's a real spread. That's literally. Oh, I thought that would have been fun if it was every single one of them. 25 damage. Kudo's going to take 12.
I'm taking 12.
No, sorry. Rusty's taking 12. Sorry. You are prone again. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. That is its turn.
Does it not come up in the wall of ice?
No. It's when it dove back down and jumped up and landed on Rusty and Kudo, who presumably weren't in the wall of ice.
It's bigger than that. But...
Yeah, but there was also two of them, and it's twice their size. So, well, in fact, it's probably 4 times their size because they're small creatures, but it will not be landing in the wall of ice. It's right next to it, but it's not landing
That's
in
what I'm
it.
really trying.
But that was its turn. Laffy.
Hang on. They've changed all of the things, and I don't know how. There it is.
That's pain. At this point, I could use some healing.
Rusty is not looking as bad. He's taken a hit, but he's also got quite a lot of hit points.
He's got the most hit points.
I think he's got 48. He's got a pretty good hit points.
More than that.
Well, I used
had
all of
48.
my Farmer Summer Court things, so I have to rely on my spells.
I think he just hit it.
Oh my god, I have such a good idea.
I will say at the moment it's looking frenzied, so it acts more than once per turn. It's gone crazy.
Your vitriol is something.
It's not actually mine. It's Matt Mercer's take it with him.
Is it not? I thought it was.
Well, I heard him use it in the fight with a stone giant today, a hill giant today. So
I'm gonna use 2 second-level spell slots in this turn, and I feel like that's really stupid.
So you
but-
can't cast more than 1 level spell to turn.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, so you can cast 1 leveled spell and then a cantrip if you can split your bonus.
There are only limited ways you can spend more than 1 spell slot per turn. Something like Paladin Smite, I would say.
Paladin Smite, Haste, and
Not
action.
haste.
Oh no, Action Search.
Haste
is the
action,
only
no.
one I can think of off the top of my head.
Action Search is not a spell
I'm gonna
slot.
do it with one of their meth magic.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will cast Healing Spirit, which is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of around Rusty and Kudo,
Okay.
which
Oh
Big
my god.
healing.
great.
Oh, I need to do something like that.
Big numbers, big numbers.
Yeah, 1. Hey, tell you what, it's
No,
better
I'm
than
gonna
none.
use a hero.
Yeah.
No, hero points are only on the roll. Oh, well, you know, if you want to use a hero point to max that dice out, I will say you can.
So
The
it's
damage, the 6. Yeah, I think I'll only allow that on heals though. So yeah, 6.
hang on. it
So
says-
Lou can't max her 6 up damage.
Oh, why not? I call discrimination.
It's break.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was an extra D6 if it was at level 2, but I don't think it is.
I think it's
and,
a 6 level spell.
Yeah, and then I will cast Frostbite
Okay, on the bullet.
on the big dude.
On the big dude, that is a con save. He rolled
Wow,
24.
What is wrong? I've gone from like high rolls to nothing.
Yeah, he rolled a 24, so it doesn't matter. But that is your turn, I'm afraid. It is over to Cerulean Wolf. But guess what? Between you and the
Guess
Boulette,
what? You're a little bitch.
no, is a 10-foot thick wall of ice. It is behind, effectively
I'm
total cover.
I'm aware. Is there no way for me to climb up these rocks?
It's well, the rocks are like 15 feet high, and then you would be on top of the rock, and it is right close next to it. So that probably wouldn't help you out.
Can I see it at all? Can I see any part of it through the ice?
No, I mean you can see like the outline of it. You can't see it clearly though.
Would there
That's
not
fine.
be a big hole in the ice where it was?
On one side there is, but it's gone straight down, like when it burrowed out of it.
Okay, this just says a creature I can see,
Mm-hmm.
and you say I can see it.
You can see the outline of it, sure.
Or like 150. So I'll go here, just like sort of going against the rock, just like hurting, holding my hip, and I want to put a hand up, filled with that same sort of ash and smoke, and I sort of like limply throw it as I use my blood curse of binding.
Mm-hmm.
So strength save, please.
Strength save, okay.
Yeah. Not the NCC.
Probably not the best one for you to choose. 24, not 20.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're very close to passing out again.
Oh my god! No, I'm fine.
Okay.
That was my temp HP.
Okay. Wait, no. Doesn't it take from your
No,
normal HP?
no,
Can't
we
be reduced
went
in
over-
any
We
way.
went over this.
Okay.
Can be
And
reduced,
if
doesn't
it
mean...
was, then we've ruined a lot of things about my plus. So, and I remember saying it to you before.
Okay. I don't remember. I'm sure you did.
Of course. Then I. No. I used 10 feet. Did you Lou like moved the fence down, didn't she?
You are stood. I will say you are stood
I'm,
on
like,
this fence.
on the
that's flat.
fence, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go like here.
Okay, so you're now behind, like, you now cannot see it. You're through, like, a wooden fence between you and it and a wall of ice. Okay, that's fine.
Anything? Sorry, I'm looking. Because I was taking my bonus action. There's no way to hit it. Even if I use. I wouldn't be able to, like. If I used a walloping arrow, would I be able to, like,
You could break the ice, sure.
break the ice? Or can I just, like, shoot into it and break the ice without using the walloping arrow? I don't know.
Well, the normal bolts would just kind of hit it.
Yeah, maybe pierce through it, but not.
Yeah, pierce through, but it wouldn't like go much further.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll hold my attack in case something gets near me, but I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Okay, Kudo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I will use my free action one free action to try to move my echo just 30 feet, so it would be on top of the rocks.
Okay.
Does the thingy take opportunity attack or something?
I don't think the echo is a creature, so I don't think it provokes opportunity attacks. It's an object.
It has HP and
but people still might attack illusions.
Yeah, it doesn't seem bothered about it. Like, doesn't seem to be going off that visual stimuli.
Well, that's good information, but great for me. I will just move out of the face of the thing for visual purposes.
Get out of its mouth.
So let me just double check the wording on this. You might be pinned down. A successful say blah blah blah. It's not prone. No, that's fine. Yeah, you can roll out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I will stand up just because, and then So the echo is up here. Wait. Let me measure. Echo would be up here. And then I'm gonna do a sneaky and shoop-de-doo.
Remember though, teleportation costs 15 feet of movement. You've just rolled 5 feet.
As
and
a
you
bonus,
were prone, so that took 10 feet.
Well, you could have just done it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't.
You could have just teleported from
At this, from the rock, I will just move 5 foot up here, so I'm not really prone to falling off again, and I will attack with my echo.
Okay.
I'm just gonna Robo Wars fight this fight.
Yeah. 21.
This is a 16, so no crit. For a 11.
Yep. Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay, cool. It's going to use its second turn to do a standing leap. Well, it's going to rush or do a standing leap and land here. It jumps 15 feet straight on the air, lands down.
Hey, Jen, didn't you say the rock was 20 feet tall?
Oh, I did, yeah, that's a good point.
So shut the fuck up, you can't do that.
Okay, it's going to have to be Rusty then. It's going to have to be Rusty. Okay, so he's going to bite at Rusty. I don't want to kill him. Oh, that's okay, he misses. 10. Okay, that's fine. Lou.
Yes, it is time.
It is time.
For another coward's play, time to use the whip.
Okay.
Do I need to move or am I? Oh. I am within, so I'm going to bonus action, steady aim.
14 misses. Can't believe you rolled the same number twice. That's real unfortunate.
I'm so mad.
Okay. Is that your full turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Rusty is going to swing his longsword. Now, he would have a +1 longsword, but you guys don't want him to have a cursed item.
Fucking berserker lost. Or whatever it's called.
The what, sorry?
Sorry, it's the longsword of vengeance.
Yeah, well, he misses, I'm afraid, with his turn, so that's a shame.
Actually, is he proficient with scimitars?
He is proficient with all weapons.
He's a fighter.
He's a fighter, yes.
I thought he was a paladin. Never mind.
What? Paladin? What? Where'd you get paladin from?
I don't know.
I don't mind him being a paladin. That would be quite funny to me, but he hasn't been smiting.
Let's get him talking to a god of some sort.
Yeah, but yeah, the Rusty
Let's
swings
give it to a god apprenticeship.
and it's Azalea.
Okay. Start off, I think I could pull out like a tiny little petrified animal limb, crumple it up in my hand, and the like dust of it spreads across and hexes this bullet. So disadvantage on, I'll do strength checks, and then I will cast Toll the Dead on him afterwards.
Okay, cool. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, not its strong suit. 16?
Oh, let me just check. Oh yeah, that's definitely a save there. Let me check. Is it no damage on the save?
It's a cantrip, so no damage.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's a shame. So he's here with Rusty.
Oh yeah, James, you're holding back because he's your DMPC. Huh?
No, yeah, I don't want to kill him. He's just gonna get mauled if he stands out here. Fuck it, yeah, let's kill him. Bite. 16 misses Rusty. He takes a big chomp at Rusty.
He's got the plate armor, doesn't he?
He's got the plate armor, yeah. It doesn't.
Isn't his AC like 20?
His AC is pretty high, yeah. He's not having any joy here, so he's gonna burrow underground again, vanish. Rusty's gonna get an opportunity attack though, as it burrows underground. 18 hits, yeah, 18 hits. For let's go. Oh, he's got a shield up, so that's 11 slashing damage. Okay. Oh, this guy is white. Real white. Yes.
With my healing spirit? Is it whenever somebody moves?
You have,
Hence the
I'm
range
not
of
sure.
their turn, I think.
Hang on, let me read it. Whenever you are a creature, you can see moves into the spirit space.
Yeah, so
Or
it'd be
on
if
a-
they were out of it, they'd go in.
For the first time, or or a turn. What? That's weird. It's so weird.
Maybe you look at their face first time on a turn, or if it starts there. So if they move into it in their turn, or they start in this area.
Okay, so I can do a D6 for Kudo and for Rusty.
Not Kudo, he's moved, but Rusty, you can.
Okay.
Oh my god, another
Oh.
one!
is
Jesus,
going
we need to do
on?
something about this. This is unreal.
I
Okay,
told you.
that's
did
criminal.
roll 2 nat 20s earlier.
Yeah, I know, but this
It's
is
like
not.
midday,
That's no bueno.
but
Do you
like-
remember when I messaged you and I was like, I want to like buff up the healing? This is
Well,
what.
healing in
Yeah.
D&D is
It's
the
hard.
phase.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but it's my whole
Aside from
deal.
cure wounds, I don't think anything is worth healing mid-combat.
it's cure wounds
Uh,
isn't worth it. Healing word.
Survive.
Is.
Healing word is.
Well, healing word
Resurrect.
The healing
Yeah,
word
it's a
is Balm of
bonus
the Summer
action.
Court. A Balm of the Summer
bonus
Court is the best bonus action heal in the game.
I used
Without-
all 4 of them. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
So that's
but, like-
I think it's the same.
Yeah, the Warlock one's pretty good as well. But the thing, don't worry, your time will come.
Oh, unless you were a light or a peace player.
No, life plate wouldn't help with
Peace.
the Balm of the Summer Court. But it is you now again, Laffy. Sorry, I had to hiccup there. Laffy.
I don't know where it is, do I?
It's gone underground. You can make a check to see if you can figure out where it's gone, but that will be your whole action to do so.
I'll probably just use the time to heal. So Kudo's standing right next to me now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty
That's
good.
good.
Okay.
That's above average. The average is 10. So, yeah, you did good there. That's 12 healing, and I'm sure he feels better for it.
So that's my action, and then
Well, healing.
Okay.
oh,
Thank you
I know.
very
Actually,
much.
I know what I'm gonna do. As my bonus action. Wait, is a cantrip's a bonus action, right?
Some of them,
depends on the-
probably none of yours.
Oh, okay.
I think you use your bonus action to heal the person anyway in the thingy, didn't you? Or is I don't know how.
No, it's
that one
just
works.
No,
it's
that's
just like
an option.
it's just a weird thing. Healing spirits are very good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
it's almost like a free reaction as well.
Mhm.
Strength healing spirit.
A cerulean wolf.
Fine.
You are
Um,
hiding behind a fence, behind a wall device.
Uh-huh. Is this door to the house open?
Yes, all of them are.
Okay. I'm just gonna because I don't know where it is, because it's in the ground. I'm just gonna take a few steps in and just aim at the doorway.
Okay.
I'm stand here, just on the wooden, just next to the door, and just ready a shot if it comes in there, or if it
Okay.
yeah, it's in range.
Okay. Kudo?
Yeah, so the thing is gone. Or
It's
not visible.
underground. No one's trying to find out where it's gone yet.
Oh, maybe
Okay,
no.
I will use my bonus action to do second wind.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1d10 plus 3. For 9.
That's pretty good.
Yes. I just did that in as damage in D&D Beyond instead of pressing heal. I'm smart.
Killed yourself instead of healing.
Can I use my action to search for the thingy, for the earth movements that we
Yeah,
saw
sure.
earlier?
So, survival or investigation or perception will do it.
Survival, please. That's plyon.
13. I will say you're not sure exactly where it is, but from the route it was taken, it's gone pretty much straight north.
Up to Azalea.
Can I just shout that to Azalea as a warning?
Mm-hmm.
I will do
no.
that.
Okay. The
And
boule
that's my turn.
is going to take its second action now, which is, I mean, I'm sorry to surprise everyone with this absolutely breathtaking revelation on the back of that last roll, but it is going for Azalea. Azalea, need to make a strength or dexterity save, please, as this creature launches itself out of the
You're
ground.
great at both of them, right?
Fun.
Yeah, I'm really good at both of those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So-
like a hard choice. Which one
You're like a
to do?
fighter. You're like a strong, dexterous person.
Aren't
Yeah,
you
I've
a
actually
strong,
been
independent
hiding my
woman?
sword.
Yep.
Emphasis on the strong.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So you're not
Pretty
from.
good.
You're just not
Never
10
mind.
feet back, and you take. Do you have any resistances to bludgeoning or slashing damage?
James,
all of
we're
them.
fourth level.
I'm actually immune to all of them.
Okay, cool. But you take 12 damage. It's a split of both.
Okay.
You take 12 damage as you are knocked 10 feet away from this creature. As it lands, you would just miss this creature as it slams down, snapping at you, scrabbling backwards, and that's its turn. Lou Marblecut, this creature is on the other side of the rocks, and you saw it launch itself out of the air and land, but it's currently out of your view.
Would I know generally where it is?
You'd have a good idea, yeah.
Okay, I'll just go in this.
And you would have heard
direction.
Kudo shout to Azalea as well.
Yeah. Oh, time to finish this. Time for the whip.
13 misses, I'm afraid.
I'm
Time
so
for
sad.
the whip.
AC isn't too high, but it's just a bit higher than what you're what you're dealing out at the minute.
Strategies of being a rogue.
16 misses, yeah. 16
So
misses.
I would say 80 is high.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's higher than I think most of yours. It's not higher than Rusty's.
Rusty's
Oh.
Chad.
AC is 18. Sorry, 17.
lower than
That is
mine.
high.
Speaking of, do you have anything else to do in your turn? Sorry, Lou.
I have absolutely nothing else to do in my turn.
Okay.
I
Rusty.
spoke as a bonus action.
Rusty is gonna rush out. He can't get around this wall of ice. It's so he's gonna spend his bonus action, action dash over here, and then
Okay, James, it's about 20 foot high.
Yeah, he's gonna scrabble up there as well. That's why it's an action dash. And he does have a crossbow, but he can't use it because he just uses action dash. Azalea, it's you. You've got this thing breathing down on top of you. It's
Okay.
snorting. It's covered in cracks. Its mouth is like there's like cracks forming around the mouth. This purple and red like tendrils are like coming out of the like blood and reaching out of it. It's almost looking like Cthulhian, like eldritch horror-y as these weird tendrils reaching out from the blood, reaching out to the ground and to the rocks. As it's touching the rocks, it's staining them purple, and they're reaching out for you as well. It's absolutely a horror show. It is fucking terrifying. It's like looking down at the mouth of a great white.
Great, lovely.
White.
So, I think, yeah, with that description, she's not sticking around. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think that's sort of as far as it can kind of get. And then I'm gonna whip out one of my fortifying potions and chug it.
Glick, 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 glick.
Yeah, and get back and get some temperature.
Those
hit
damn
points.
junkies always drinking
points.
from the bottle.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Bad manners. Everyone knows that you take out a glass and begin to drink from that.
That is a not particularly poor roll, but it isn't great either. As you get 7 hit points back. Now, this
Can I
creature's
ask you a question?
Mhm.
Because you just reminded me. Purple veins, do they match the flowers and the corn?
yes. If that isn't clear, the purple and the red are matching. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to write something in my notes and get it wrong.
Okay. Okay. So. You're the only creature that it can reach, I'm afraid, Azalea. And this thing has a shit ton of movement. It easily chases you down and just tries to bite at you. 10. You got lucky there.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, okay. But that's that. Laffy. This thing looks really hurt. This thing looks real hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna bring out the big guns.
Okay.
Throw Rusty at him.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
No,
me
he's
just
hit about
check.
3 times this
The
entire
big
campaign.
ones, not the adorable ones.
So
Yeah,
he's,
he's got
he's
massive guns.
30 feet away, so
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure with my last second level spell slot, yes, it's a range of 120 feet.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, definitely within range.
So I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay, you are very close to Azalea.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on like the
position.
other
Yeah.
half
Yeah.
of his
Okay.
body, so it's not quite close enough.
Okay. I will roll the con save now because otherwise I'll forget. 20, but it takes half damage, which is 8. And because of the writhing tentacles, similar to the werewolves, it's vulnerable to this damage. So it takes the full 16 damage.
Yes!
How would you like to kill it?
Oh my god, really? Okay,
Yeah.
So... Oh my god, I've never done this before. I'm so excited.
Baby's first kill.
So as it's like getting closer to Azalea, it took a swipe at her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that picture that I did when I cast when it looks like when Laffy casts Moonbeam, that similar thing happens again, and this just silvery beam of light shoots into one side of it, and all of these like tentacles coming off it just start like sizzling and popping, and then it smells like calamari. No, and it just starts screaming out in pain and eventually keels over.
Yeah, the moonbeam crashes into it. The writhing tentacles are in open revolt about this. They are trying to get away from it by hiding underneath the skin and the exoskeleton of this creature, but like with the werewolves, it's consuming itself with the exoskeleton's cracking, and it's kind of like someone's pressure hosing through the center of this creature. It roars out in agony, like these tendrils are erupting from its mouth. They're trying to land on people and grasp them, but they're like fizzling out in midair. This creature roars once more at the sky and then collapses, rolls onto its back, and the innards of this creature are just consumed, leaving this husk of the hide, this almost adamantine hide of the Bula is left. No trace of the aberrant plant or tendrils remain, and you are out of initiative.
Who needs healing?
Yes.
Don't
Oh,
have a
actually
single
not.
specialty.
Actually, I don't need any. Not a lot of healing, actually.
I raised my hand.
Yeah, I'm a little beat up, but I should be okay.
Since I have like only hit like 20% of all of my attacks, can I look and see what if the hide, skin, scales, or whatever this thing has could be useful?
Yeah, as you're coming over, I've already got a knife out to start slicing and dicing.
Yeah, if you want to both roll nature checks, or some kind of survival, or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh come on!
So Kudo, you find, in fact, both of you find. Oh, where's it gone? I've just lost it. You find that, like, looking at the teeth, these like shark-like, I'm going to say several inches long, maybe 12 centimeter long teeth. They're razor sharp. Could be used as a replacement. Just stick a lollipop stick in the bottom of it and use it as a dagger, or put it on the head of a spear. Look, it's ridiculously sharp. No wonder Wolf was hurt so badly. But there are a couple of there are a number of teeth in there that you could use for, daggers or whatever you wanted, really.
Yeah, I'll take a tooth.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will just take a handful.
Mm-hmm.
How much would that be?
Let's roll a d4.
4?
A d4, yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Well,
You find
what's your
three
health
useful
at?
teeth.
What's your health at right now?
18 out of 44.
Okay.
You're fine.
What's
I mean, I'm not
Rusty's?
I'm not on death's door or anything, but
Rusty is okay. Rusty looks just a little bit beaten and bruised. The thing to look out for though is Wolf, your armor is fucked. It's got like teeth marks in it. It's like someone's like stapled it. You know, it's restricting your breathing a little bit, digging into your chest. It's.
No, yes, I am having a hard time breathing. I
do have spare leather armor as well as splint armor.
Well, I can't wear splint. It's very heavy.
James, can I just ask? Do you have an estimate on how long the session will run today?
Not much longer. A little, like another 20-30 minutes, probably.
Okay.
The kids, like in clear relief that this creature is off, just start sliding down the rocks and like start rustling through the litter on the floor to try and find like, well, they're just looking through it. Basically, they just like wobble off the rock.
Can I, before they leave, can I approach and ask them if they have been bitten or if they've touched the plants?
Well, so you go to the eldest one, whose name is this girl. This girl is about 13, 14 years old. She's got this like platinum blonde hair, these quite vivid kind of blue, almost purple eyes. She looks
like me.
Yeah, a little bit actually, except rather than being like lilac-y blue like yours are, hers are like a darker purple. She's looking. She goes, I haven't been bitten. I'm not quite sure what you mean by flowers.
Ask them about the flowers. Did they pick any flowers?
Did you pick any pretty purple flowers from around here at any point?
Kind of gives you a look that is like, bitch, I'm 14. Pretty purple flowers. Condescending much. She looks at you and she says, no, I don't think so.
All the corn.
I have this ugly purple flower though.
Did you eat the corn?
Of course, we've been eating the corn for ages. It's it's the best thing to eat around here.
There you go.
It's delicious.
Okay, cool. Thanks for
Yeah,
letting me know.
We grow it by hand. They start like picking the stuff up. Like going through it, and then just kind of like after a few minutes.
Have you
wander off.
When picking the corn, have you worn gloves or something?
I think it's because they've eaten it.
Yes.
Well, we don't like this girl says. Well, no, we don't like pick it ourselves. It was our parents who farmed it. We just, we're kids. We just hang about. I sometimes helped with some of the things around the town, but no, I didn't pick it or wear gloves. I just don't really know what to say. No. Do
you know where the adults are?
Pardon?
Do you know where the adults are?
Yeah, it ate it. They ate it. The thing ate them.
Wait, so your parents have all been eaten?
Yeah. Why do you think we're here by ourselves? They were eaten like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god! Listen, right. So there's no adults here, and I have a proposition for you.
We're not adopting them.
No.
Spy kids.
If you what was the town called?
We don't need another 3 kids after us.
Half Prairie.
Send them off with Timothy.
If you go to Half Prairie, there's a young girl there who recently lost her father, and she's running a farm, and she's taking
2 days walk away.
It's pretty far.
Well, yeah, but it's that or stay here and starve and eat the weird purple corn.
Well, we've been eating the corn for weeks.
Yeah,
months,
and
years.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Now you need to not eat it anymore.
But they eat it in a Prairie Half too.
Yeah, but their corn's not weird.
Can you roll a nature check, please?
Maybe it's just
there actually does exist purple corn.
Like the colour, you didn't eat the corn in Half Prairie, but it's very similar colour.
Oh, God.
I thought they had rainbow corn.
They had the rainbow, but there was a distinct redness to it. That that jewel, like it was. When you think back on it, it's been that colour's been there the whole time. That redness has been there the whole.
I was just thinking the kids don't have to be on their own. They can all be orphans together.
Well, they seem pretty fine with it.
I know, but it's just a big town for just kids to be on their own.
Maybe they could go to Dog Town and just be a bunch of kids with some dogs.
Do you want to be a dog?
Oh, I didn't mean
that. I don't know what you're asking me. So I'm gonna go.
I think we'll just let them go. I don't think they're gonna. They seem pretty fine.
She's just like adamant. She's like shaking the kids, like no.
Laffy, I agree with you, but I don't.
Let's just bring them to an orphanage in the next town over.
We're not walking with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I don't think that anywhere around here is safe.
You're trusting kids to go alone in a 2-day walk without them getting themselves killed or lost?
Well, yeah, but it's either stay here or walk somewhere else. Do you know what, kids? You do you. Just the offer's there. There's a young girl in Hearth Prairie who would happily take you on as farmhands.
Yeah, and you know that for sure? I mean, we could be our own farmhands here.
Yeah, but there's a lot more people over there.
I don't think they're going to be reasoned with their children.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't mind, but, you know, what's in Hearth Prairie that we don't have here?
Adults.
Why do we need
economy
adults?
that you can sell your things for and have other things.
You have been hiding on a rock from a big creature. What are you going to do if another big creature comes?
Well, we set up an altar to that one as well.
But
And
the
then-
altar...
It also did nothing. It was a waste of
Guys.
time.
Wait, hang on a minute. How do you know? The altar could have brought you here.
That's not how things work.
Prove it.
Prove to me that the altar brought me here.
You're here, aren't you?
Annoying tweens. I think maybe we should actually
That's
just
what
go.
I'm saying. I am actually losing brain cells listening to them.
Lou is slowly going to walk away, grumbling about dumbass kids.
They head off. They disappear. They go
Which way do they go?
west.
Huh?
To the left.
Okay, so like...
Don't we also need to go to the left as well?
Yes, but I think we should take at least a short break.
Yes. I need a short rest.
Because
I need features
the
back.
thing hurt like a bitch.
As you are resting, you can explore the town a little bit if you like.
I'm stealing every single coin piece I
I'm
found.
just gonna lie on the rock.
There's not a huge amount of coins in this town. You go to the general store, and there's a couple. There's like, let's see if I've got it written down here. There's like 43 gold in the whole town.
I'm taking every single piece of it. 43? Okay.
43.
Well,
Yeah.
she
I
said
am-
750 on scimitar, so she needs it.
I am
Yeah.
just gonna look what's left in the shop.
Okay, can you roll an investigation check, please? In fact, can everybody
my
roll an
God, my rolls are dog shit
Yeah,
today.
my rolls are bad
But
as
you
well.
still
That
have
creature had a huge hit.
advantage. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm going
James,
to
your
use
rolls
my
are terrible.
advantage.
Imagine that. That'd be fun.
All rolled abysmal apart from Bunny. Laffy, you, as you are picking through the detritus and remnants of this town, you come across this house. It's like a bungalow, and it's quite inviting. It's got like a kind of like a grandfather or grandparenty vibe to it. And inside of it, there's this like this box of like clearly at one point held homemade biscuits. It's just been absolutely, just been eaten out. Everything in there has been eaten. But as you flick through, you find this very, very nice looking but very sharp looking dagger. Catches your eye. It's got this like catches the sunlight in a really unusual way. And you find next to the dagger as you lift it up, you see a jewelry box. And in there is this silver ring that catches your eye as well. It's gleaming in a way that the rest of the stuff, just everything else in there looks like kind of costume jewelry, just like not worth anything. So there's this dagger and this ring that catch your eye, and they're kind of calling out to you. The general store, if anyone's going in there, has got a couple of mundane weapons in there, but it's mainly farming stuff. Very conveniently, and this is already written down, I'm not giving you this just because I nearly killed you, does have breastplate in there and 2 pieces of hide armor.
Breastplate.
Yeah, they're just out and about. What did you roll for investigation?
Me, 8.
8. Ooh, did anyone roll any higher than
No.
Oh my
I got a
god.
9.
Oh wait,
Hey,
Rusty's not rolled.
That's
Rusty's
what I
not
was
rolled.
about to say. Hey, what about this one? He's gonna roll one.
Let's see. He's got flat. 19.
What?
Rusty-
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Rusty disappears into the back and comes out looking really pleased with himself.
Aw.
Really fucking pleased with himself. he is carrying. He's wearing over his plate armor. He's wearing this robe that's got all these pockets on it. Like it's got dozens and dozens of pockets on there.
No.
What?
Sorry.
You got a cargo stash?
No, it's a robe of useful items.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and he's holding what looks like a potion or a vial of something.
Rusty, what did you find?
I found this really cool cape that I'm going to wear, if that's okay. And I found this bottle. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's got a funny name. It's called Keatome's Ointment.
Who's that?
Do I know what that does, or?
You can roll a history check if you'd like. Or no, not a history. Sorry, Arcana.
Can I also do that? I'm looking at this.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my fucking! I hate this.
Oh my god, why is everyone rolling so bad? 18, excellent. Someone knows what this thing is. So you know, it's this guy. It's vague. It's this kind of not famous. It's a magical ointment. As you can, like as you kind of remember, hearing about it as you were a kid. This ointment, you can like eat it or take it, rub it on a cut or something, and it will cure poisons and diseases.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it also, once you've done that, if you are poisoned or diseased, you can also regain a few hit points. But it doesn't have loads of like applications. It's got tops 5. This one, let's see if it's been opened. This one is about half empty.
Like
Right.
2 or 3.
It probably got two uses left in it. He hands it to you, Azalea, as like a little gift again. Hey, you can have this if you like. You're better at this thing than me.
Well, thank you, Rusty.
Okay.
Pop it in my bag.
Yeah. So that's called. I'll just paste that in there. It's called Keatome's Ointment, and it should be available to you via the Dungeon Master's Guide.
I'm gonna look at that breastplate.
Standard breastplate. It's not as stylish as the one you would normally wear. Like it isn't stylized in any way. This is just incredibly generic, like soldiering breastplate. It looks quite old.
Is my armor like useless now?
Not useless, but if you want to continue wearing it, you would lose like 1 AC from it if you were to use that one, unless you were able to mend it.
Okay, well I'll put my current armor in the bag folder, and then put on that breastplate, which changes my AC.
Nothing, yeah.
Because studded leather and breastplate.
Oh, I thought you were already wearing breastplate.
Yep, it does look like it in the artwork.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so you got that breastplate, and it, it doesn't. You think if you had someone who could have the spell mending, that they could fix it in an hour or two, or a blacksmith, or a farrier, or something like that could fix it for maybe a handful of gold, or you could just replace it. It's really neither here nor there.
Breastplate will be better in the long run, but I need to get it looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about fashion.
Yeah, so it's all about the aesthetic.
Fashion over function.
So there's also 2 pieces of hide armor in there that Rusty drags out, but he has no use for. And you also find 12 crossbow bolts.
Fine. Got a lot of
I'm going to grab the armors because apparently I'm collecting those now.
Why are you holding all of that, by the way? None of it's in the bag of holding.
Yeah, but I'm just adding them to my sheet so that I know I have ownership.
Yes, how are you holding it?
It's a lot of things to be lugging about.
Yeah, 2 bits of hide and splint. You've asked me to hold none of it, so I don't know how you're holding all of it.
Don't worry about it. I actually do worry about it. I think I'm way overcovered.
Probably with the splint.
So, Laffy, you would know after you picked it up. Oh, well, actually, would you know? The dagger is magical when you pick it up. You could do, if you showed it to
Kudo,
the
I'm getting a sense. Detect magic that dagger.
I could do an Arcana check.
Yeah,
detect magic.
Yeah.
Proficiency in that.
Yeah.
I will use detect magic.
They're magical items, sure. 15, you would know this dagger is something called a vicious dagger.
Oh.
That if you hit with it and it's a nat 20, they take a substantial amount of additional damage.
Oh.
It's a magical weapon, so it bypasses magical resistances.
An extra 7 damage.
Yeah, it's extra 7 damage, but on a D4 weapon, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What was it called again?
A vicious dagger. And the ring is a ring of jumping.
Oh, that's a funny one. Just get like moon boots.
Vicious scimitar.
I think it should be under vicious dagger.
If we just have it. Oh yeah. Well, it's the same as that, just with a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a ring of jump.
Oh, found it. And then a ring of.
Oh, you just need to cast jump, which I think triples your jump
Yeah.
stuff for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a bonus action, which is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it lasts like an hour. It's a really cool thing to have. Especially if you're doing lots of jumping. Can Cerulean Wolf and
I knew it.
Kudo
I know it's
and
Come
Rusty make wisdom saving throws, please. Can Cerulean Wolf, can you make it with disadvantage, please?
I have advanced on wisdom save, so it's hard. So
Flat,
it's straight on.
Oh yay!
I'm gonna use my first hero point to succeed.
Okay. Cool.
I don't trust you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you guys are in this town. Are you're pottering about for an hour or two as you're examining the rest?
Yeah, do we still? I was going to ask before you said it, but do we still hear the ringing?
Yeah, you still hear it. Rusty seems to have one eye on the road. Like he wants to look.
Oh, we did take a short rest, didn't we?
You have taken a short rest, yeah. Kudo, again, you've been here long enough, surely to God. Time to move on.
Oh.
What?
You want to get out of
Oh,
bed?
Cerulean Wolf, you rolled a 5, sorry. What was I thinking?
No, I'd say.
Oh, you used a hero point, of course, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky little bitch.
Yeah, you take your short rests. As you kind of look around, those kids are well out of sight now. The roads onwards, you see these trees, this forested area where the path leads into. It's kind of like a fairy tale. The path leads into this deep, dark wood. The leaves of the trees are mainly green. There's some red and purple leaves that are showing through.
Red and purple
especially in the
because
thickets.
autumn or just because it's...
This is spring. It's springtime.
Okay, so not unnatural.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's... What time would it be? It would be late afternoon at this point.
Red and purple leaves. Trees.
Leaves, especially around, not in the canopy, like in the foliage, like the ground level foliage, looks to be a lot of thorns and stuff like that around there, which is is the purple and red. It seems to be the majority of it.
Can I use, when walking through that, can I use my echo?
Oh, you're not there yet. That's what you can see in the distance.
Sorry.
You're still in this town. You can't see the kids. They presumably are already in the forest. You don't know.
Do we know how long it is to?
If you were to set off now, you could be in the forest before dark falls, but you don't know exactly how far it is till the next village. It's definitely an hour, like a good couple of hours away.
Do you think we should take a night here and then off in the morning? Or
I don't think it would be a good idea to go in the dark into that forest.
I don't have dark vision. I approve of this idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I am not really fond of touching any of those pink, purple, or red leaves. So,
do you have post-traumatic stress disorder with plants now?
Kind of.
Do you want me to buy you an herbalism book or something?
Not really.
I basically have a herbalism book. I've got a scrapbook.
I have an
Yeah,
herbalism kit. I have no idea if that includes a book about herbs. I assume not.
Isn't giving someone who has PTSD about flowers and stuff a herbalism book? Isn't that triggering it?
I don't. What is it? PTSD or is this a fear?
Well, either way.
Because immersion therapy
Confrontation
works.
therapy.
Yes, but okay. We should go in one of the houses and lie on the sofa.
Yeah, you find a
In
very
midday,
comfortable
just
sofa.
flat.
Yeah. You find a very comfortable sofa to crash out on. The decor in this house is chintz and horrible, and just
I close
fucking
my eyes.
yeah. Draw back the curtain. Ah.
Oh, I wouldn't. It's not mine. Sorry,
That was Joseph's technical dream coat.
I wasn't listening, so I don't know.
Okay. We'll leave it there as you guys begin a long rest after a very tough day. As you drift off to sleep, the dreams that you all have are very strange. Kudo
Strange
and
dreams. That's every night.
yours are different to normal. Kudo and Cerulean Wolf and Ruster, you don't know you're sharing this dream or having
I
the same dream.
don't know if it changes anything, but I succeeded.
Yeah, I know.
It's the hero. Okay.
I know. Don't worry about
Okay, I'm just making sure.
it. Yeah, it was more the siren song.
Yeah,
You were suggested to come along, but it's not compulsion at this point.
Oh no!
You
That's the fucking kids.
have this dream, and there's this, like, as with any dream, starts off and you don't realize it's starting off. You just, obviously the darkness of sleep, and there's just this writhing sensation of being surrounded by this never-ending and infinite mass all around you, and it's cold and it's wet and it's freezing and it's burning and it's heavy, and you feel that you're breaking away from it and fleeing from this just unimaginable cold presence that is weighing you down and pulling you back. You feel this terror that you're running away from, whatever it is, it's grasping this whole kind of scope behind you. This infinite black writhing mass is reaching out for you. You're fleeing from it, and every time it touches you, it burns you with this cold, and you're just looking for any port in the storm, anywhere you can go to get away from this. The whole dream flashes with purple and reds as you are, as you snap awake in the middle of the night. Just you're hearing this low pitched, this howl, this owl with a stroke. It's much louder all of a sudden. It's woken you up from this dream. You slowly try to get back to sleep, and normal dreams resumed, but every so often there's this feeling of coldness that's reaching out for you and trying to sap the life out of you as you spend through the night. Cerulean Wolf, your normal dreams do reoccur.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you're having just the worst night ever. So not only are your dreams full of anxiety and being chased, but it's your normal, just horrendous dreams about this room full of 11 people. And as you're looking around now to the other 11 people, the faces are starting to solidify. For the first time ever, you think that you can actually pick these people out. There's this one elf guy with this mark on his eye, this fresh livid scar, and there are 11 other people in there, and their features are solidified and becoming recognizable, but you can't place them even though you've seen them before. And there's this symbol that they're all wearing these amulets, and you look down, you're wearing one too. It's a star on an amulet, and in the middle of it is a crescent moon. It's surrounded by 12 stars. But then you wake up and it's dawn, and you are in perfection, and we'll leave it there.